right. So, welcome to another episode of the Fellowship of the D20. I just found out as I was starting this stream that apparently X has recently made it so I have to have a premium account in order to stream there. So, we are no longer streaming to Twitter, which kind of sucks, but you can still catch us on YouTube and over on
Twitch?
Twitch. Yes, thank you.
That's
So,
gonna give it to you.
Yep, yep. So we are going to dive into some more Death at Silverlight Manor, and Nem is once again going to be nice enough to do the intro and DM the game for us. So thank you.
You are most welcome. So last time, our group had recovered, and they ventured back into Silverlight Manor after doing their, I guess you're going to say daily, but I think you've gone back twice in one day sometimes, trip back and forth to the village because you like to get your steps in, your cardio. So
earning us the name The Resters.
Yes.
Yes.
So you had gone back.
We need a beauty sleep to kill all these monsters.
That's actually a pimpin' D&D group name. I dig it.
So you had gone back to Silverlight Manor and checked out the rooms where the orcs had been. And you looked through those rooms and you found out that most of the stuff of value had been taken from there. However, they had left some things which were rather interesting, to include a gaming set and a jeweled bedpan, which was interesting because it seemed very uncomfortable to sit on, but valuable just the same. So after a clever use of prestidigitation, that bedpan went right into the loot. And you know who to blame it on now, as you have determined that you're going to blame everything that's missing from this manor on the orcs who are ransacking the place in the first place. So now you've been given free reign to loot away, and somewhere Cirrus feels very proud of this place. So, meanwhile, after going through the different rooms that you had cleared on this floor, you knew that there was one last staircase that you hadn't investigated, the staircase up into the tower. And you took your time going up the tower, and it was a weird staircase. It creaked. There was wind coming down, and you got to the top, and you found that there were several boxes in the corner. And as you opened those boxes contained soul gems. And you actually were able to, you actually broke one of the soul gems by accident, if I remember correctly. And the soul gem was, it was sort of by accident. And
Elden tossed it over his shoulder.
Yeah, you released the soul inside, and it had an effect, which I can't remember. I'm doing this off the top of my head, folks. But it had an effect on Elden, and the rest of the group was very disconcerting.
Elden had summoned a spirit after he became empowered as the War Mage of Silverlight Manor, and then the evil from the soul gem proceeded to infect that spirit, which turned all of the fog outside nasty and I think caused a storm.
It did. And then you dismissed the spirit and it disappeared, and there was still a lot of strangeness going on outside after you dismissed it, to include storms hitting the town, the mist around the town taking on a heavier tone with blood red and black streaks going through the mist every now and then. So, everything was good. It looked good. It's the kind of town and the kind of weather that should be around a town that's affected by wereborgs. So,
I'm kind of surprised you didn't use the phrase "it looks clear" there.
It did look clear. In fact, it looks freaking clear. That's how clear it is. So,
we're talking wereborgs with freaking lasers on them.
Yes. So after
We're causing the apocalypse in Silverlight.
Yeah. So after Silverlight and the surrounding mist, and you had also been picked to be the war mage, through the use of picking up the silver wand that you found in a hidden compartment on the stairwell going up, you notice there were two rooms off of this main entryway up into the top of the tower. And as you were getting near the rooms, the doors to the rooms opened themselves, and what was revealed behind them was several shadows, a animated suit of armor, which you haven't gotten a good look at yet because you just finished this fight literally as we're going on. And then more concern, two death dogs came rushing out of the southernmost room, and they were protecting or attached to a vampire, an actual honest to goodness vampire.
Oh, okay. Mhm.
At that
Gary
point,
Oldman or John Malkovich.
Now your comment from last week makes sense, Greg.
at that point, everyone kissed their ass goodbye. And Coral conveniently showed back up from her argument with Professor Thaddeus outside to help the group. And boy, did they need it. But what was strange was that this vampire and his death dogs were dealing equal damage to everybody. They were attacking the shadows, they were attacking the animated armor, and they were attacking the group, or at least the death dogs were attacking the group as well. And eventually the vampire lost control because he seemed to be helping the group, but he lost control of himself and he attacked Elden and grabbed him and pulled him back into the shadows. What happened from there, nobody is quite sure except Elden. But when the vampire reasserted control of himself, he let it be known that he was the former battle mage, transformed against his will by the sorceress Sife, and he threw himself out the window and into the shadows, committing vampiric hara-kiri for the ages, and disappeared. And thus the fight ended, or so you thought, because everybody was, huh?
I'm gonna say two things that are annoyingly nerdy. First of all, it's pronounced harakiri because Shogun, man, I'm into it.
All right.
Secondly, if you would all just listen to me and accept that I am always, there would never be any arguments or problems.
Well,
So
it's
you
funny
guys
you
were
should-
arguing about what kind of sheets to use when you were putting stuff out a window.
It's funny you should say that because as this fight was ending and Elden was
All
missing,
Dylan hears is squawk, squawk, squawk. Okay.
Coral was overcome by the stench of the aura of undeath that had threatened her and her domain of death that she follows, and had to retreat away and go into meditation. Meanwhile, Professor Thaddeus, after lecturing her as she was going down the stairwell, came up the stairwell and inquired about where Elden was. Well, at this point, the other two members of our group, Devlin and Ovak, were trying to coax Elden out of the room. And Elden used some sort of charm on them to try to get them to come into the room to talk to him. And they resisted it. But they asked Elden straight out, Elden, were you bitten by the vampire? And he said, yes. Elden, were you killed by the vampire? He also said, yes. At which point, everybody was very wary. And Coral, as she was going down the stairs and past Professor Thaddeus, mentioned in passing that they had just enough time. If they killed Elden right now, he would be freed from his vampirism and she could use Revivify on him and he would be cured in only 1 minute. But Elden wasn't too happy about that.
Well, she kind of left out the revivify part for several minutes and
Yeah.
just said, I can save you if you let us kill you. That's what you started out with.
Also,
Sometimes
Ovak
a
did
wonderful
not-
thing to hear from a
Ovak did
snake
not
lady. That's all
resist
I'm
the
saying.
charm. Ovak came into the room.
Oh, that's right. Ovak did come in the room. And
Yep.
so this is
Yeah,
where
I was the
leave
one
ourselves.
who passed the save.
With the 60 minutes clock, which is actually the 60 seconds clock ticking. Tick, 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 tick. Ovak charmed and in the room with the now vampiric Elven. Coral was retreating down the stairs, and Professor Thaddeus walking up into who knows what, telling everybody, if you had only listened to me, and telling everyone that he now knows how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop. And that's where we start. And by the way, it is my birthday to me. So happy birthday to me. And as my birthday present myself, I am giving everyone in the group, including Jen, she could use it another time. You get one free 20. during
Oh,
this game.
nice.
Ooh.
1320. Wow.
Ooh, free crit. I like it. Thank you, sir. And
Happy birthday.
In fairness to myself, as a professor, of course, I'm going to lecture. It's just in my nature. Happy birthday to you, old DM of this world.
Thank you. So
yes. Happy birthday.
And so
Happy birthday, man.
So for everybody playing today, your 20 is you. If you don't use it today, you could carry it over. In fact, you could even carry it over to the next game, if when we go back to Avernus. But Jen, I know Jen's feeling under the weather, but Jen gets her 20 as well. So that is my birthday present to all of you. So
Yeah. I might just hold that and carry it over when I can use it with Bjorn.
And I hope that is a cat you're stroking, because right now it looks like you have really long hair that you're stroking.
No, it's my hair.
Okay.
It's beautiful. I must stroke it.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah. Stroke.
I have a feeling
me,
Duluthrian
stroke
used
me.
the clip more than Devlin, so I'll follow it.
All right. So as we said, seconds are ticking away. Elden is now Lestat over there inside the room. Ovak has gone in because, of course, Elden is his friend and wants to help him. And Devlin is stuck in the middle with Thaddeus.
That's like the worst place to be. I will tell him that what happened, or at least that Elden has been turned after a fight with a vampire. Because Devlin's not that much of an asshole.
I don't see myself on the screen, which is probably why my screen is black over here.
Yeah, hold on.
I do not see you on the screen either.
Yeah,
in fact, I see Coral, but not you.
What? All right. I got logged out of D20, so hold on for a minute. I will put you on the screen.
My wife is always on time, and I'm usually late, so it works out.
Oh, there's D20. All right.
Your nose was on time, but you were 15 minutes late.
My
That's
favorite
a great movie. Love that movie. Great movie.
I do too. I must have seen that movie at least 10, 12 times. I love that.
I love the fact that he wanted to do Cyrano de Bergerac, because that's one of my favorite stories of all time.
The bar scene is obviously the best one, when he comes up with the 20 different names.
Yeah.
The 20 different things to say.
Yeah.
All right. Can you see
yeah.
Jeff?
I can see Thaddeus now.
A visual.
All right.
Let us see. There's Thaddeus. Yes. All right.
Blinken, what are you doing? Guessing?
Oh yeah. Where is the wand now? Because did Elden drop it, or
he dropped it?
Yeah.
Okay. Would Devlin do that?
It is, the wand is lying on the floor in the room among the dead death dogs and the zombie, a couple chomped up zombies, and whatever remains of Shadow once it is destroyed. So only the Shadow.
Look, what's that? I'm just kind of looking in that direction.
Why, it's a wand.
Yes, it is.
You want the wand, Devlin? Elden just looks down.
Oh, you know what? We didn't mention in the intro that is a little bit different about this particular party, is that we have no virtue to speak of.
Yes, well,
no, we really don't.
Elden was trying to get us to go on this righteous mission and everything, and we were ready to abandon him to his righteous cause. We were like, no, let's not protect everybody. Let's just do our thing.
In fact, you did abandon him, and he got killed.
Yes. That's the problem with the other group, is they have virtue. So.
Yeah,
that's what Steers keeps saying.
Look, we came back.
Speak for yourself, vagabond. I am a paragon of virtue.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Order and virtue are not the
Thaddeus.
same thing.
You should all be listening to me.
Devlin, shut up, you bird. Please. That's Elden.
There's
Elden
order in
wants
Avernus.
to
I'm just saying.
charm Thaddeus inside now.
It doesn't matter if you were able to cast a silent spell. I can still speak to you telepathically. So there.
Thaddeus, maybe you want to be quiet now.
That's why we
smile.
left him earlier. Now I remember.
Hey, look, you're going to be dead in less than 60 seconds, and I'll take a moment to enjoy the silence before we revivify you.
Enjoy the silence. Feels like silence.
Elden, Thaddeus just said he's going to kill me.
No, I said you're going
I
to
get out of the way.
Thaddeus just said he's going to kill me.
No, I said you're going to be dead. I didn't say who was going to do it, but apparently that's the plan to save your undead behind.
My behind
It
is
is a
just
logical
fine.
plan. Well, unless you want to
That
walk
is
around
questionable at this particular
SPF
point, Elden.
3000 sunscreen the rest of your unlife.
So, Ovak, you are currently charmed. I think the command that he gave you was to come in the room. So,
Okay. That was it? Just to come into the room?
yes. So
Okay.
you went into the room, but you are still currently charmed. So you regard him as your very, very good friend. And so,
Special buddy.
yes.
And apparently I have threatened to kill him. So what you going to do, bitch?
So while you are not compelled
Bad
to
boys,
act
bad
on
boys.
anything he tells you, you are. Let's say that you are a teenage girl in love right now. So that's how you.
Damn.
But does he love Elden more than he loves boar meat? That's my question.
Ovak, please don't let them hurt me.
I won't let them
Just
hurt you. They
Don't
won't
let them
touch you.
hurt me. Thank
I
you.
won't.
Tick, tick, tick.
I don't think anybody's planning on hurting you.
You were openly discussing my death not 30 seconds ago.
I think the idea was, willingly ending yourself so that we could bring you back to life. But
Would you?
Look upon it as a medical procedure. We have to cut the cancer out to heal you.
Devlin,
I wouldn't want to live the rest of my days as an undead. That's all I'm saying.
Coral hisses from the other side of the room. We only want to shuffle you off the mortar coil so that we can bring you back, Elden. Promise.
That sounds so reassuring.
Love me, do as I say, and I will serve you.
I have reordered time. I'm exhausted from living up to your expectations.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tick, tick,
Yeah.
tick.
Yeah.
So what does the group want to do since we appear to be at a Silverlight face-off here? So
Well, I am currently watching the others, making sure that if they even step in the general direction, I'm going to let them know.
Okay.
Now, look, if he needs time
Look.
to discuss it,
Look, I'm not going. I would not do that without your consent. That I can say right now.
I mean, is
I
the
can't speak for
window,
them though. That I wouldn't do it without your consent.
is the window of opportunity that he has to die within the minute? I know the revivify means he has to be revived within that amount of time.
this is true.
So,
This is
I don't know of any. Sorry.
is there an opportunity to just put a pin in this for later? Or do we have to do something about this right now before he is consigned to eternal damnation as one of the undead?
It's really not so bad.
I mean, it's he was kind of damned to begin with. So
I know he was annoying, but not damned.
yeah.
It might change your travel plans a little bit, but hey.
Well,
Devlin and Thaddeus, give me a perception check, please.
All right.
Didn't do that.
What a conundrum.
Yep.
Well, I must say, Thaddeus, I'm slightly amused that y'all had no compunction whatsoever about unleashing lycanthropy on the entire town. but I get turned against my will, and I'm supposed to let you eviscerate me.
Actually, that was my fault. I didn't know lycanthropy could be transferred through the meat.
I have no problem with you, Ovak. You're my friend.
All right.
Professor
I
Thaddeus,
see how it is now.
you notice that on the wall, the far wall past good old Elden there is what looks like heavy drapes that have been covered up by boards that have been nailed to the wall.
You're just trying to start some shit, aren't you?
I'm not doing anything. I'm just telling you what looks clear.
Oh,
So.
look. Have you ever seen Fright Night? Be sure to scream Julie when you catch on fire. Or Amy. I'm sorry, Amy. Amy.
See, I have, though, and you have to have faith for that to work on me.
Coral.
Touche. Touche, my friend. Touche.
No, Touche is the name of Greg's next character. So.
Actually, I created one and then forgot to contact you about it because I thought this might happen.
Yeah.
It's been a rough week. Things kind of got away from me.
Nah, that's cool. All right. So, what do you guys want to do? Are we putting a pin in this issue? How do you want to proceed? At the current moment, one of your group either needs some SPF 5000 or needs to hang out in this room until nightfall. So,
what about the cloak? We could put a cloak over you, like a blanket or something.
So you're going to go full dark shadows on him. So,
No.
I have to admit my knowledge in this regard is a bit thin. I don't know if
Quite interesting.
Flesh
Keep
of the
in mind,
vampire.
Ovak has a -1 on intelligence.
I don't know if it's the flesh of a vampire combusts all that it wears and carries with it, or if by its very unnatural nature, anything affixed to its skin, such as clothing and garments and equipment, might just burst into flame with it just by right of the purification of angry gods.
I have to put my body in front of it to block it from hurting him, I will.
Is your shadow that big? You know, I mean,
I don't know.
Elden is a pretty small guy.
I could take a really deep breath in and kind of spread myself out.
Thaddeus, is the provenance of the gods really blocked by a cheap wooden ceiling? Such that I can stand in here, but walking out into the light makes me an affront to their sight.
I did not create the order rules of the universe. I merely follow their concession. And I need to examine Ovak more closely. Apparently, he is under the impression that he is a puffer fish. I think this whole Umberly thing is affecting some of us.
Well, why don't you come in and talk about it?
That's probably truer than you know. I think Netherese magic is all messed up in this.
Well, despite it being polite, which I will give you that, why is it so necessary to go in there and talk to you when Ovak seems to be more friendly than usual?
Okay, stay out there. I'll just read the journal that I found in here that describes the battle mage's thoughts for the past century or so.
Oh, well, you didn't mention anything like that now.
Now I have.
And pray tell, other than that, what's so special about that room that you don't want to step out into here and join the rest of us?
There's sunlight out there.
Aren't the windows covered with drapery?
That's in here.
Ah, yeah.
Once
let's
again,
see.
we could put a blanket on you or something. If the drapes
Yeah,
can
give
block
me,
the sun, so can a blanket.
Give me a ping. Which room is he in? Because I don't see him. I don't think my character's got eye line.
He is in this room right here.
Okay.
Yeah, because you should be able to see him from there.
No, I wasn't lined up to see him.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, like right there, yeah.
Yeah, now I can see him.
Evelyn, Thaddeus, I'm not trying to lure you into an attack. I just don't want you to kill me.
Like I said, I'm not going to kill you if you don't want me to.
Everyone, give me a perception check.
I have stepped into the room.
Oh, that sucked.
Crit.
Well, you know that wisdom is clearly my greatest feature.
Yes.
Yeah, for all your characters.
Thaddeus, as you step into the room, your owl senses are on full alert for any number of reasons. But one of them is that you are constantly on alert, targeting back to your ancestry for the skittering feet of that vile creature which you have fed on in the past, the rat. And while you notice that there is a little bit of tendrils of fog beginning to emanate in this room, your shadow begins to move slightly on its own, you think. You really do notice the sound of numerous rat feet as a horde of rats emerges and files right past you into the room and begin milling about in the room, constantly circulating around Elden.
Is it the Rat King?
Your friends, Elden?
It would appear. That's new.
Next, it'll be swarms of bats flitting about our heads.
Yeah.
They mostly come out at night.
Mostly.
You guys have got to watch that new documentary, by the way, Aliens Expanded. It is really good.
Sounds
14 days, man. We're not going to last 14 hours.
Game over, man.
Yeah.
Get over.
The hero we all need. So now there are rats in this room. You all notice that your shadows are moving on their own occasionally, flickering, elongating. And Elden is taken on a slightly luminescent appearance, though he's not shining. His skin is so white in the darkness that it appears that he might as well be shining.
Oh,
Did you get laid in here? You're like glowing.
Elden looks in his element. To quote an old movie, Elden is dead and loving it. So,
Elden, you're going to end up like that vampire we killed if you let this take hold.
You didn't kill him. He fled.
Well,
this is technically true.
Semantics.
It's not
But you're
semantics at all. He killed me and then left. Because you and Ovek had run away and left me.
To be fair, I mean, I love you and everything, but you were pretty damn self-righteous there.
He was trying to kill himself because of what he'd become. That's why he was out in the sunlight.
Yeah, I think he was.
Well,
how is that a me problem?
Because you're going to lose control the way that he did. That's why he bit you.
Devlin, he's been here for centuries. Anyone could get a little restless.
Actually, he was only here for 6 weeks, but it's okay. So.
I'm about to say, I think they'd have noticed him in the house before then.
This is you in 6 weeks, Elden.
6 weeks? Why 6 weeks?
Out of character, he resisted his vampiric nature completely, and then he lost control for one moment, and then threw himself out the window. Elden has embraced it, so Elden lived his best life. So.
Which is definitely the problem.
That is the problem.
I want to quote Lestat here. If I am a damn thing, let the devil come for me.
Yes.
Besides, Elden's going to start on us.
And this is why Memnoch the Devil was the best ending to Lestat's story. I'm just saying.
Elden said he's just going to roll with it, baby, and went with it. So
Honestly, I'm feeling better than I have in years.
For now.
Until the
Why are you such a downer?
it isn't he a devil?
I am yes.
Devils are kind of
enough
downers
to
by
know
nature.
enough to know how bad and unnatural things are.
Yes.
And that I don't want to become that.
Elden,
So Devlin, you're projecting your issues onto me.
No, not really.
Would you be?
You have an insatiable bloodlust. It's going to take over sooner or later.
Elden, roll me
Everybody gets hungry.
please.
I'm sorry.
Roll me a d20, please.
Greg's killing me.
Yeah.
Would you be?
Nobody knows how to rationalize like Elden. I'm just saying.
How
Would you
could
be
you say
opposed
such
to
a thing
being?
about him? You don't know him that well.
Go ahead, Jeff.
I was just waiting to see.
Uh,
Would you oppose to being studied rather thoroughly?
Yes.
This is really a rare opportunity.
Elden, you feel
I agree.
a shiver, and the shadows move slightly near you. And it's
I
some
see a
strange
shiver.
influence of the artificer and vampirism. Timothy emerges from the shadows of your body and crawls up on your shoulder, now transformed into a black widow construct. Its tips of its teeth and mandibles gleaming a blood red as it sits on your shoulder.
Elton just points and says, "Now tell me that's not cool."
Well, I think it's cool, but to be
I'd
fair,
say
I'm
it
an orc.
suits.
I think it's creepy, but that's me.
So are you gonna adopt a new gothic wardrobe to go with this too?
Black on black on black.
I mean, he was wearing that when he walked in, but okay.
Do we need to get you fishnet stockings?
No, but maybe some black lip gloss and nail polish.
Sure.
Hair over one eye.
He's already got
Actually,
the shades
Shots
on.
use eyeliner for it.
But you mentioned something about a tome.
Yes.
Might I peruse it?
Oh, that's just game things. We don't need to do game stuff.
You can look over my shoulder while I read it.
All right then. Are you reading
Well,
standing up or sitting down?
He'll walk over to the desk and put it on the desk in front of him.
Okay.
And we can read it together.
I'll hop up on the desk so I can peer over it as well.
Nemitz,
I
what
would go
it's
over
the
to
one
the
that,
desk.
yeah, he
I would
pointed
go
out
to
to
the
me
desk
before he
with my
fled.
long sword.
What is the range on it?
Right.
Okay.
The journal. First, I need a will check from you, Elden.
Okay.
Wisdom?
Yes.
Nice. 20, is that 29? 23.
You
23.
you resist an urge, a hunger that seems to start in your bowels and overcome your entire body. You're able to push it down for now, but you feel that you need some liquid refreshment. You're quite hungry.
Okay. While he's distracted with that, I would like to use Mage Hand on the wand to bring it towards me.
Okay. It comes towards you.
All right. I can't believe I'm doing this. I should not be doing this. And I pick up the wand.
Okay.
I gotta say, if I had a mage hand, I would definitely use it on the wall.
Go ahead and give me a wisdom save.
All right.
Right. That sounds like maybe you're. I don't know. I keep thinking zombie at Pee Wee Herman's. Like, hey, I've got something I've been wanting to do.
Yeah, this is probably not going to go well for him, but we'll see. It's what he would do. 19.
You're able to resist the compulsion that you feel it in your mind, urging you to bond yourself to Silverlight Manor and Silverlight Vale and become the new war mage of the Vale with all that that entails.
Wand. Is there any way to take to deal with with a vampire? Do you know of any way?
It doesn't answer you. It just Kid Yu's offered a bond with you to give you the powers of the war mage of Silverlight Vale. So,
Okay.
You know, Devlin, I'm not gonna feel any better about your newfound piety. I'm just saying.
all right. Meanwhile, back to Elden Kovac. You can read for a little bit while you're dealing with the implications there, Devlin. As you begin to read, this is detailed journal of the last 2 months of the War Mage's life. The Battle Mage. The Battle Mage's name being dun dun dun.
Didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do it twice.
He was just called the War Mage.
Yeah.
They didn't give him a name. He forgot his name.
Dude,
He's
back without a name.
It's a War Mage.
Was
But he's
he a
played-
horse that went through the desert by any chance?
Yes.
Okay.
And he's played by Clint Eastwood.
Yeah. He was actually wearing, you couldn't have killed him anyway because he had a piece of metal over his heart that he was wearing under his poncho. So
That's smart.
yes. As you read it, you notice that there are numerous entries that he is working with one of the main priests who shares his quarters in the tower, and the two of them have been investigating this sorceress, Sife, and the soul gems, and have come to the conclusion that their lord has had some horrible, not trick, but deception played upon him, and that these soul gems are being used for nefarious purpose. Basically everything you've already found out about the soul gems. They took a while to find out about. And that these soul gems have been smuggled through his trading company for a while now. And people outside of the Vale have begun to take notice, and they're trying to protect the Lord of Silverlight Manor from having negative consequences if it's found out what is being trafficked through his merchant network. The last entry is, ironically, on the day, or just by coincidence, on the day that you know that the manor went tits up and the Lord was killed, and that they had noticed that Sife had been summoned, or they noted that Sife had been summoned for a meeting with the Lord where he was going to cancel the contract, and that they were going to arrest her, whether she knew it or not. The three of them. And that was the last entry until 2 days later, when the War Mage makes a notation that the Lord has been destroyed and he has been transformed into some undead thing and is feasted on his friends, that the soul of the mage, or of the priest, has been imbued into his own armor, which walks about now protecting this tower. And that he is sunk to feeding on rats and on the occasional bodies of orcs who attempt to raid the manor as all of the guards have fled. And then it continues on this way as he is going into madness, as he talks about trying to resist the temptation, the lure, and the absolute thrill, the possibility. As more goes on, he's talking about how it would be a wonderful thing to be undead and live forever and be able to study magic. And all the way up until the last entry where he says, I think I hear someone coming up the tower stairs.
What a drama queen.
Sorry, I couldn't
Right.
help myself.
Devlin, back to you real quick. So you were
Yep.
holding on to this
Yeah.
ivory and silver wand.
Yeah.
It imparts the same information it imparted to Elden, which is that if you accept it, because Elden had failed, so it gave Elden no choice but to accept it, you'll become the war mage of the Silverlight Manor and the Vale, and be able to summon the spirits of the Vale once per 10 day, and that you will be tasked with the protection of the Vale on your life for the rest of your life. So,
yeah, I mean, it's not something he wants, but I'm just saying, I'm just kind of looking desperately for any way to save Elden at this point. And like it's if I make this of my own free will, let me make my own decisions.
the one's not intelligent.
Did you see Elden
Oh, it's
with
not?
that thing? He had no free
Yeah.
will.
I mean,
That's why I'm saying. I was thinking it was sentient.
No, it imparts this information into your mind. It's imparted to you magically, but it's not talking to you. So, like when you ask it questions, you just keep hearing the same magical
It's like
offer, compulsion in your mind. So,
all right. This is again like completely contrary to Devlin's nature, but I don't think that he would feel he had any other choice. So he's going to accept it.
all right. You feel the tendrils of the magic wrap around you. You feel an overwhelming sense of duty and urgency to the Vale, so much so that you can't possibly imagine leaving the Vale in danger at any time, lest your heart might explode or your brain implode. You also know that you can call upon the innate magic within this wand to summon the spirit of the Vale in the defense of the Vale and the manor itself once per 10 day. And that while the previous holder of the wand had used this magic, the magic is renewed with every new user. And so you could indeed cast this now if you wished.
Yeah. I don't know what good that would do, though.
Don't ask me. It looks clear.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Do you think I should summon this thing? I'm kind of I'm thinking loud enough for Thaddeus to hear me.
The last guy that did that, our friend Elden over here,
Yeah.
died. Just saying.
Yeah, but not because of the wand itself.
No, but because of the pious stick it stuck up his ass.
Yeah, there's that. There's that. All I know is that I feel this feeling that Elden is a dire threat to the realm.
Well,
I mean, it didn't help that the previous wielder of the wand summoned the spirit of the Vale and then corrupted it with necromantic sorcery.
Fair point. Fair point, but you're still a result of it.
If we'd all
And you don't seem to recognize the problem that you're experiencing.
He's feeling fine.
If everyone
That's the problem.
The fact that there was only room for one pious entity in this group, namely myself, we would not be in such predicament once again.
That's a fair point, Thaddeus. Since your enormous ego left a void the size of, I don't know, Wisconsin, one of us had to expand our self-importance to fill the gap.
Well, cannot really truly be deemed as egotistical if all the facts behind it are indeed true.
I guess we'll never know if that's the case, will we?
I can tell you how to get to the center of the Tootsie Roll, Tootsie Pop.
And that is the most important thing.
See, unlike you, I will not be sucking upon it. Yeah, all levity aside, At this point, Devlin, what the hell's? Let's just see what happens.
All right.
I'm
All right. I can. All right.
point.
Okay. Let me summon the spirit and see what he says. If it
Wait,
knows
before you
anything
do
that'll
that,
help.
let me say one more
Okay.
thing.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead.
Me and you, collectively, did not like Elden when he did what you're about to do. You are about to become something you do not like.
Oh, it's already happened. He just hasn't summoned the spirit.
Yeah.
I mean, you say that now, but you seem to like Elden quite a bit currently. So maybe it'll be. Maybe you'll like Devlin in equal measure. I, however, am going to go over here. And let's say behind here. That looks a bit safer, just in case.
Elden will pick the journal back up and turn. If he sees Devlin with the wand, he'll just say, "Oh shit."
Yeah. All right. All right. I'll go ahead and summon the spirit.
Ovak, you might want to take a step back. We don't know if it's the same spirit.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't know. Yeah, maybe I should get away from the door when I do this. Yeah, let me go.
Yeah, maybe you should get away. There you go.
Yeah.
Let's hope not, because that last one was corrupted pretty badly.
Yeah.
The fog all begins rushing into the windows in the room that you're in, coalescing into a tree-like form of a giant tree spirit, which fills the entire room to the ceiling and much of the room from wall to wall. The spirit is made up of fog, but there are tendrils of black and red echoing through it, and it throws back its head and begins to shriek, all of the windows shattering as it does so. And as it does, you see the shadows, the zombies, the devil dogs, the armor, and more beginning to animate and come back to life within the room as the tendrils of necromantic energy in the spirit are torn from it, and the spirit itself is torn apart.
Sorry, Elden. They'll have to get through me before they get to you.
Go ahead and roll for some initiative.
Well,
I really hope this isn't still because I broke the soul gem, because, well, you know what? Whatever.
Probably, yeah.
Well, that turned out to be an extraordinarily bad idea after all.
Yes.
Well, we kept debating about what was in it, and I just figured the best way to see was
at least
to
we're
open
fighting
it.
them and not each other. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should watch it, though. Everyone's pretty exhausted after those last fights. Exhausted and
All right.
bloody.
Well, I have to. I'm driven to protect the veil, so we've got to fight him.
Carl's
I'm
going
apparently
away.
driven to protect Elden, like some teenage girl in love.
Okay.
I appreciate you all that.
Well, it really is. It really, yeah. You really do love Elden more than Boar.
Hey, Board is awesome. Especially when they're still alive and...
All right.
Don't you think you could have found something bigger?
All right.
That was a Predator reference, in case you all missed it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't get that one.
Remember when Mac thought it was the Predator and he stabbed the shit out of that wild boar? And that guy's all, hey, don't you think you could have found something bigger? And he's all, fuck you, man.
All right.
I am ready to fight.
Yep. All right.
This should be very interesting.
Okay.
So there appears to be, or am I just? Is this like an open area?
It should be closed. The window should be closed.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like a solid wall right there. Okay.
Yeah. I'll close it in a second.
This room has one way in, one way out. All right.
Yes.
All right.
All right. That's precisely what I need to know.
And one other thing. Coming up the stairs, and Coral is already down the stairs and out the room. You see the ghostly form of the Lord coming up the stairs.
Yeah, I don't think we did that good of a job covering that track. Yeah, and I kind of call. Yeah, we're in trouble. They're back.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
As soon as I roll initiative, I need to go get some pain medication, and I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go get some drugs.
One that won't make you sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we will be starting with Devlin. Give me 1 second.
Yep.
And it won't make me talk too much or make me feel creepy thick.
Yeah.
One that won't make me feel
Yeah.
That's an awesome song.
One that makes me feel like I feel when I'm with you.
Wow. Wow. The Death Dog credit, and I'm ahead of him.
Wow. That's quite the initiative roll.
I'm really glad I took that Gloomstalker level, let me tell you.
Is it because you're Dex?
Yeah, I have a high dex, and
The Doomstalker does something.
Gloomstalker
to
adds.
roll?
Yes, Gloomstalker adds to the initiative roll. I think it depends on like your wisdom modifier or something.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Gloomstalker sounds like one of those depressed emo kids.
Yeah.
But in reality, that subclass plays like Drizzt Do'Urden.
Yeah.
All right, Devlin, you're up.
All right, and okay, so we need to stay out in the light if we're gonna kill these things. So I'm gonna start with. We're gonna do Zephyr. We're gonna do Zephyr Strike.
Play a Shadow Monk Gloomstalker Ranger if you want to play a ninja.
Yeah. So, all right, give myself advantage, and I can run, and I get an extra D8 on this. Oh, and because I have Dread Ambusher, I can hit him twice.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like Steve was right. It adds your Dread Ambusher adds your Wisdom modifier to your initiative roll. So boom.
All right.
Yeah.
They're
longbow.
Strike machine, the Gloomstalker.
All right, so I'm gonna aim towards the Death Dog first because the shadows are not going to get hurt with this.
Okay.
21.
That's it.
All right. And that's 8, and I also get to add another D8.
All right.
And I think, let me check on my Gloomstalker features, because I think I get something else from it, but I'm going to double check.
You have the power of the blues band or soul traveler as you hit them. So.
Okay. Oh, and I get another D8.
All right.
From Gloomstalker. So.
Nice.
All right, so that is so that is 17 points of damage on the Death Dog, and that is just my first shot. Shot number 2.
Was he shot through the heart, and you're to blame?
Yeah.
Nice.
22, I'm guessing hits as well.
Love a little Bon Jovi reference.
And that's 10, and I think the D8 also adds to that from Dread Ambusher, but I will double check.
That's on the first attack.
Okay, it's on the first one. Okay.
Yeah.
It's on the Dread Ambusher attack. Okay. So yeah, so that's a total so it's 17 and 10, so that is 27 points of damage. And also because I have used Zephyr Strike, I can't be opportunity attacked. So, and I get an extra 40 feet of movement between Gloomstalker and Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
So that lets me.
Fuck me. That's a long way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm outside. I'm just I'm making sure I am way in the light.
So the two heads of the death dog shake back and forth. You've managed to wound one of the heads to the point where it is hanging almost lifelessly. It's still alive, but barely. But it is still up and going. And the one death dog decides it has had enough. It comes after you. 2, 3, 4,
All right.
5, 6 to attack.
Bring it.
And the other death dog, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, does not see anybody else, so it's going to come after you too. But it can't reach you.
Yep.
And so one of them attacks you. And
I think those both miss.
Yep. This is your choice.
Holy cow.
I got lucky on that.
The shadows. Only the shadow does.
I still can't see you. The light's in the way. I thought maybe if I zoomed out, I could see what you were doing, but
No. Yeah. Just to let you guys know I'm after.
Yeah, the shadows do not like this light that this half light that they've been summoned into. Even half light is horrible. And they move into the room.
Just as planned.
all right, I will be back in just a second.
And Steve's going
Guys.
to shut the door, leave us all in here, and set the place on fire. Because that was my plan. Boy, did I pick the wrong side of the room to move to.
Yep.
Well, last week when the battle started, Ovak and Devlin just bolted for the stairs
Yeah, and then I came back.
because there were shadows at the bottom of the stairs.
Right? Yeah, you know what? I could have ran outside and just found a way down the wall and just left you guys in the dust. I didn't do that.
2 of the shadows attack Ovak.
Oh, fuck that.
Ovak, what's your AC?
My AC is 16.
Oh, you got hit once.
All right.
Oh
You
no,
take-
not them.
11 damage as it hand passes through you, necrotic damage. Your skin shriveling up and beginning to blacken and die. And you also lose 1 point of strength.
1 point is man. I keep getting my strength sapped.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
So that was actually, you were lucky on that one. It could have been much worse.
Yeah, it was 2 last time.
Yeah.
They can
Professor-
suck up 4.
Professor Thaddeus.
It's true. It could have been 4.
Well,
But as a fighter, strength is one of those things you don't want to lose.
No.
It could be worse. You could lose wisdom. So
You want to talk about the Warrior's Bane? There you go.
I could lose 10 points of wisdom and not be any less smart. See how I said that?
I like that. And not be any less smart. DM, I got a question.
yes.
Do the shadows drift or do they move like they did in life? Do they appear to be making contact with the floor as they flit about, or are they kind of floating around like ghosts?
They're still drifting, although here in the shadows of this room, they don't appear insubstantial as they did before. They appear to have taken on a corporeal form. There's substance.
Thaddeus is trying to determine whether or not they fly.
They do fly.
Okay.
They fly now?
now.
Or they, well, hold on. Let me double check that.
It's close enough.
You know what? Let's say for flavor purposes, it looks like they fly, but according to the character sheet here, they do not move or levitate or fly, so they're technically attached to the ground. So,
But they glide very well.
yes.
That does kind of fit a little bit more with actually being a shadow, as a shadow would do that, unless it is a solidified shadow, like you're saying.
They flit with style. So
Is there anything in this room like a candelabra? Chandelier?
Sure.
No. Oh, okay.
Let's say there is. I mean, this was a room that was inhabited. There's no reason why the prior inhabitant would have gotten rid of it necessarily. So,
yeah, I'm looking for a fixture that's attached to the ceiling so I can fly up there and stay out of reach.
Oh no! I mean, there's like a light stand and some torch sconces and stuff like that, but there's nothing on the ceiling. So,
okay.
Didn't you watch War of the Roses? Those things are not going to hold you up.
It's okay, man. I can fly. I just need to perch for a bit. I got wings, son, and I didn't even have to drink the Red Bull.
what is this potion of Red Bull that you speak of? So,
in this world, we call it the potion of haste.
okay.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Remarkably
Potion of
adept, right up to the,
for my bumble.
right up to the level of level of exhaustion afterwards.
All right. There's always the crash after. That's why they don't tell you when they're marketing the Red Bull. They don't tell you about the crash. All right. I am going to disengage as my action.
Okay.
And I am going to move all the way out of the room into the light.
Blinded by the light.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to set up my sonic focus of psychic assault, which will give me a +2 to any psychic talents that do damage. But that's just for, basically it's +2 damage to my psychic cantrips.
Go Power Ranger.
Word.
There you go.
And that's all I can do.
All right. The vampire Elden.
And the virgin Connie Swales.
Yes.
You mean
This
he
guy
was
right
the virgin
here.
Connie Swale?
Yeah.
Yeah, Elden just raises an eyebrow when he hears that. Shocking grass. 18.
Ooh, nice one.
That is a hit.
Yeah, come to think of it, Anne Rice didn't really dig too deep with some of those titles. Just the Vampire Armand, the Vampire Lestat, the Vampire Vittorio. There's no.
And then he's going to have
the
Timothy
cleverness
do a
of her
first
writing.
strike.
Okay.
Like even with her mummy series, Ramses the Damned.
Yeah. Not everything can be servant of the bones, you know?
Then knock the devil.
Right.
That's a hit as well.
That was a bit literal.
Yeah.
I'm not the devil. So 9.
So 6 and 9, 15 total.
Yep.
Oh, no, I almost put that book down. The first quarter to a third of that was a slog.
I like men knock the devil. But
I figured it would be right about the time that Lestat drank from Jesus's neck.
Well, it was like listening to the litany of the dead man. Like the 80 pages of that was just me pounding my head against the wall.
Mm.
Yeah.
That guy was not interesting at all. Like, can we forget about this guy and move on to the cool stuff?
No, that's fair. I love Anne Rice, but even Interview with the Vampire, we had so much that was just talking about Paris or New Orleans.
Yeah.
All
Which
right.
was fine for flavor, but it was a
places.
lot.
You reach out and shock the shadow, and as it convulses in pain, Timothy fires off from its newfound awesome-looking body an incredibly powerful force strike, and the shadow is greatly diminished. Though it is still standing, you have sent much of the magical binding, or broken much of the magical binding that is binding into this plane. Someone, somehow, bound necromantic energy to the spirits of the veil and brought these shadows through, but you are going to put it to rest there, Elden. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think Devlin summoned these creatures and herded them into this room.
You're absolutely right.
That wasn't very nice of him, was it?
No,
Ovac,
it wasn't.
you're up.
Look, I didn't think they were going to send a swarm of shadows at us.
Well, I don't really appreciate you creating creatures that are going to threaten my friend.
And drain your strength.
It's called
And drain my
consequences.
strength. Yeah, what the
Who
hell?
was the one that corrupted them, Elden?
But I didn't summon them again, Devlin.
You couldn't.
You think I wanted that wand back?
Do you think
No,
I should
not,
go out there?
honestly, no. I thought you might want to keep it away from people.
I wanted to keep it away from me. The rest of you are on your own.
Fair enough.
Elden, would you like me to go out there and fight them? Or would you like me to stay here and protect you?
Please fight them in here where they're hurting us. Hurting
Okay.
you. Just kill the one that hurt you. That's fair.
Okay.
It is fair. That's completely fair.
All right.
By the
Do
way,
you really want to hurt me?
when you said shadows, it reminded me
Yes,
of
yes, I do.
George
I
R. R.
went for-
Martin. Somebody actually, I ran into somebody the other day that actually still believes that George R. R. Martin is going to finish the Game of Thrones books. It's like,
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
You know, I just saw a clip of him, a recent clip, and he said, he's like, I know it's 12 years late, but I'm still working on it.
yeah, sure you are.
Yeah.
And OJ's still looking for the killer too. So
Yeah. Yeah, he's searching hell for it, you know.
that is
so
a bit.
clearly there are no mirrors in
think?
OJ's house, like he's a vampire.
I missed the air I was swinging through with that hit.
Oh no.
That was such a good attack. That it slipped right through the molecules. So
Mhm.
It passed through the atoms and they instantly resealed.
It's tricky
God
fighting
damn.
shadows that Devlin sent after us.
It is.
Yeah, as opposed to the shadows you sent after us.
They're gone. I feel
Yeah,
that's,
'cause we killed
that's
them.
relevant.
You think
Yeah.
there's
Yes, I
Elden?
killed them.
Uh-huh.
Who else thinks there's a chance
Hold on.
Elden's become awful evil?
all right,
Are you talking shit about Elden, Devil?
Yes.
Devlin, you see the incorporeal form of the former lord of the castle slip through the walls, and as you are looking at his visage, it transforms, the skin melting off his body, his eyes turning into just maggots, his tongue being eaten by him as he takes out and chews on it, eats it himself. It's horrifying. I need a wisdom save from you, please, sir.
Wonderful. I have a feeling
That
this
was an
is-
awesome
we'll see how this
description,
goes. We'll see how this
So
goes.
he's the librarian in Ghostbusters.
Yeah, that wasn't going to go well.
And a constitution save for nausea across the board.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are frightened of the ghost for 1 minute. And
I do believe in spooks.
what is your race?
Tiefling.
You age 20 years.
Oh shit!
Damn.
For a tiefling, that's actually not that much.
I'm sure it doesn't feel good to have some of your life ripped from you, though.
Oh man, it's
Yeah.
good thing It's a good thing Urk isn't here. Aarakocra only lasts about 15 years.
If you don't mind, young man, I'd like to document how it feels to have a year of your life, 20 years of your life taken away. And remember, this is for posterity. Fascinating.
The sound of ultimate suffering.
Elton just starts writing in the journal. Fascinating.
Back to the top of the order, Devlin.
All right. I think the first thing I have to
Can
do
you
is kill
dismiss
this.
them?
I don't think I can. I mean, can I dismiss? I mean, if I dismiss the spirit, it's not going to do anything. I mean, they already destroyed it.
I dismissed Scott.
It looks clear at the moment. So
Okay. Can I do that as a free action? I guess that would be my next question.
I'll let you do it as a bonus action.
Sure.
You attempt as a bonus action to use the wand to dismiss the spirit, but there's nothing to dismiss. The spirit that you summoned was possessed by the necromantic energy, which then took the opportunity of it being resummoned to do this.
Okay. Well, I had a feeling that was going to be the case. All right, I'm going to see if I can hit this guy with my rapier.
Okay.
And then, so I don't see there's much left I can do.
Hey, Elden,
try to run, but
you could save everybody by turning everyone into vampires. So.
just
yeah.
What are those intrusive thoughts?
All right, so this is a magical weapon. So
I mean,
this
if
isn't
there's
Warhammer. We don't have
do,
chaos demons trying to corrupt us.
they do seem very bruised and weary and bleeding.
Yes. Evil campaign, here we come. That's it.
Okay, great.
Speak for yourselves. I'm actually a right fan.
Right. 10.
You strike with your rapier, impaling the devil dog, going right through its body. Any normal dog would have died, but this one is still up and snarling at you.
Damn.
You are facing...
I wish I still had my bonus action, because then I would have probably hit it with my dagger.
Yeah. So, yeah.
At least we know.
Their turn. Death Dog. Right. Are you done? You good?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Well, I don't know if you're good, but you're done.
Yeah, oh wait, do you have like a hellish rebuke? Do you have a hellish rebuke as a tiefling, or are you not that type?
Oh, yes, I do have that. I think it's a reaction, though.
Yeah.
Let me check. Okay. Yeah, I did forget about that.
This one's gonna slide around behind you.
Kinky.
Actually, no, I don't, because I have Legacy of Stygia. Yeah.
Devlin's gonna get taken from behind by the devil dogs. Look at you with those Marines.
Well, we know what style he's going to use.
Yeah.
Devil doggy style.
Look at Devlin. He's wearing the brown pants. All right, you get 4 attacks.
Oh,
and they're at
so it looks like only 2 hit.
2 hit? All right. What's your AC? 15? 14?
14.
All right. 1, 2.
All right.
So 11 plus 10. And I need 2 Constitution saving throws, please.
Oh, wonderful. All right. Well, God, that was no good. Let's see about the other one. Yeah.
You still have your 20.
Oh, I can use it for that?
Anything. So.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I will. Because, yeah, I'm not going to take too many shots like that. So it's 11, 21. Yeah, that hurt.
So you take 20 points of damage, and you are poisoned.
Oh, shit.
Great. Okay.
So.
All right.
It's time for the resters to do their thing, man.
Yeah. You may have to run. Which Devlin really does not want to do because he's kind of compelled to fight them.
The shadows are going to move in.
The complete name of the group should be the Full Resters.
Yes. These shadows, they're not intelligent. So actually 2 of them are going to go to Thaddeus.
Oh, they're going to go into the light?
Yes. All right. So here is the one on Elden.
Well, I'm not crazy about that because I'm not exactly loaded with strength,
10 misses. And then we have 1, 2, 3 on Ovak.
Oh, jeez.
I do not.
Oh.
Oh.
So Ovek, you take another 12 damage?
You don't
No,
sound
6 damage. You take 6 damage and
Oh,
you take another 1 strength damage.
keep it low. Keep it low.
Damn.
And then Thaddeus gets 2 attacks, but these are at disadvantage. So 12 and a 10. What's your AC? Those probably both miss.
12 and a 10. Actually, yes, they will both miss.
They do both miss because
Wow.
they're at disadvantage.
Thank goodness for that.
So the shadows swarm all over you. Elden seems to be just part of the shadow himself, and they're unable to strike him. However, Ovak takes another strike across the chest. You feel your strength ebbing out of you. They love to feed on your thick hide because you are that tasty and good looking, Ovak.
He's a thick boy.
Yes. You are a PYT, a pretty young thug. They love you, man. So
Pretty young thug.
I want to love you. Do around the Oh
Wow.
man, that's going back in time there for you Michael Jackson aficionados. I'm Casey Kasem on the Cop 40 Countdown.
Here's a long distance dedication to the
yeah.
gentleman who ran away in the hall.
We're sending out a long distance dedication to Ovak. We love to touch you and just eat you up from the shadows. I don't know what that's about, but I'm Casey Kasem. I just read what they put in front of me. So
We're running from the shadows of
there you go. Professor
Little
Thaddeus.
Minotaur for you. Yeah.
Nice.
All
I
right.
think that goes, that'd be nice.
Take yourself some inspiration for that Pat Benatar there.
Awesome. I will take it. All right. Let's have. How many shadows are on me? 1 or 2?
2.
I can only hit 1 at a time. All right. So I guess is this a shadow or a ghost?
All of the shadows are on you. The ghost is outside.
Okay. Because I didn't like this thing looked like a shadow, but this thing didn't look like a shadow.
And you might want to run away from the ghost, but that's just me saying that. So.
Well, I was actually going to run and help Devlin because at least Elden and Novak are together and Steve's all on his own. But now I'm kind of in the shit and stuck between the shadow sandwich here.
Yep.
All right, I need Homeboy here to make an intelligence saving throw. Let's say this
Which one? The top one? All right.
Yeah.
I don't think they're very intelligent.
Willing to bet that nobody ever requested to make a Thaddeus sandwich.
Wow. I rolled a 13 for their intelligence save.
Excellent. Wow. Excellent. That's what I wanted to hear. Because I am going to hit old boy. With what's it called here? Psychic disruption distraction.
Okay.
It's not going to help me as much as I'd thought. Because it's going to blind it to anything that's outside of 10 feet, but I'm still stuck in its fate. So, but the big point is I'm going to spend 3 psi points so I can get as much damage out of this as I can. So I'm going to roll 3d10 on him.
Okay. Wow.
Points
And what does that do? It blinds it?
Anything outside of 10 feet it can't see until its next turn, or my next turn. And he just took 21 points of psychic damage.
Well, it doesn't matter. Your psychic damage rips it apart and sends it back to the shadow realm from whence it came. So,
as expected.
Back to the shadow.
These
I
things.
gotta say, Thaddeus, that was pretty badass.
Why, thank you. These things are little more than echoes of the beings they once were. There.
Thaddeus, on top of being a well-known homosexual addict, slams his staff down and says, "You shall not pass." So, or homosexual advocate, not addict. Jesus.
I was about to say,
Damn.
okay, I mean, I know he's gay, but that makes him sound super gay.
I just slandered Ian McKellen without meaning to, man. I'm so sorry.
We
Why?
don't think shame.
I know.
Homo, why do you think I carry this staff? It's not a staff, it's a continuous erection.
They call me Mr. Rod. All right. No. Elden, you're up.
I'm going to tell the shadows to go away.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't think that would work, but I was going to try.
You could attempt it.
And is that like my whole action if I attempt it?
It's just speaking.
It is
Unless you're
an
casting a
action.
spell.
So yes, it is your action to try and charm. So,
Well,
but it also has to be a humanoid, and shadows aren't humanoids. So,
yeah, but was he trying to charm, or was he just trying to say, like, hey, go away?
oh, you could just say go away. Yeah, you can say shoot. That's free. I'll give you that as a free action.
Yeah, that's all he was trying. But now that I think of it, the previous battle mage didn't have much luck with that either.
The shadow does not even take notice of your shooing action. So,
In this
Well,
case, Shadow does not know.
yes.
It can take notice of this. It can take notice of a slap to the face.
Well done, Jeff.
Which one is this one? The one you already hurt?
Yeah.
It is destroyed, ripped apart by the blast of electrical energy going through your hands.
Electric vampire pimp slap!
Yep.
And I'll have Timothy attack this one behind me.
Okay. Damn, that's a hit.
You know what? In the new
Death agrees with Timothy too.
in the new interview with the Vampire Show, Louis is actually a pimp, so you could actually get a vampire pimp slap.
That's true.
Louis a pimp.
Yes.
And then in the interview with the Vampire series, yeah, he's a pimp.
Language warning, everybody, but in my opinion, Louis is too much of a pussy to be a pimp. So, you know.
Well, he's nothing like the character from the book at all. He's a completely
it's
different character.
It's completely different. The whole story.
Yeah, that's why I don't care for that series. Louis was always my favorite character.
I mean, that was the part about Louis. Like, you know, Lestat completely embraced it, and Louis was always, as Lestat put it, Louis, all this whining.
Louis.
As
He was
Armand
just
said,
too human.
He is the vampire's broken heart.
Yeah.
All right, Jeff, I need put your DM hat on for a second to give me advice here. For a ghost, it says that horrifying visage, it doesn't say that it only works once. Like every time you're within 60 feet of it, you have to make a saving throw. Is that right?
All right, hang on. America.
That seems mighty OP to me.
Let me check real quick, like.
Yeah.
I have the bestiary at my fingertips.
I'm telling OP to tell Aunt May to make a pie.
Mm-hmm.
You down with OPP?
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
me.
you know me.
All right, let's see. Horrifying visage. There's withering touch, horrifying visage. Each night, that creature within 60 feet of a ghost that can see it must succeed in a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw or be frightened for 1 minute. If the save fails by 5 or more, the target also ages 1d4 times 10 years. Frightened target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turn, ending the frightened condition on itself on a success. Target saving throw succeeds after the effect. Okay, to be fair, ghosts are pretty freaking OP. So
Wow.
the caveat here is anything that's not undead that views the ghost has to make the saving throw, but once they make the saving throw, they're immune for 24 hours.
Right. That's the way I was reading it. So you got to keep checking.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Poor Devlin. This thing comes in. Devlin, first thing I need from you is I need another wisdom saving throw, please.
All right, come on, let's pass this one.
Come on, Devlin.
Oh, so I'm going to end up like Evelyn.
You got 20.
got it.
Dude.
Okay, I did it. All right, great.
So you're no longer frightened. It reaches out to touch you with its withering touch. What is your AC?
14.
No.
You take 26 points of damage.
Holy
Oh,
shit!
Yeah, I am down. Well, it looks like the wand's going to have to find a new owner now. So I'm down.
Devil is down.
Damn.
All right.
Yeah, I'm a
Shouldn't
glass
have been
cannon.
talking
I
shit
fully
about
admit
Elden.
Devlin, go ahead and give me a death saving throw, please.
it. Okay.
That was the fates getting Devlin back for talking shit about Elden. That's what that was.
Don't encourage Greg.
So that's a success.
Cool.
Death Dog.
How much
they're
pie
not
do
gonna
you
kill me.
stand?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're going to get us some owl wings.
Wait a second. That's a devil dog, not a bird dog. Fuck that guy.
All right, Death Dog's coming here. Shadows. One of the shadows is attacking Thaddeus.
I don't suppose the death dog are impaired by sunlight too?
No, they are not. And the Death Dog hits you. 4, 7 damage plus.
Wait, death dogs have strength train?
No, the shadow hits you.
You said the death dog hit me.
Oh, I'm sorry. You took 1 strength damage and 7 necrotic damage.
Alrighty.
Man.
Yeah. Unlike some of y'all, I am not tanky and not loaded with strength, so I don't like that.
All right. Professor Thaddeus, you're up.
Right. All right, let me see how little strength I actually have. Oh, that sucks. I can't do too much of that. All right, noted. All right, I'm going to try and stick it out. I need this other shadow to make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
I'd be surprised to find out that shadows had intelligence.
17.
Oh, you cockmonger.
Cockmonger?
Evidently, I'm a well-known homosexual advocate. Find out all sorts of things on your birthday.
All right. It still takes half damage, but I really wanted to blast it into oblivion in one shot.
I gotta give it to you, Jeff. That is one I have never heard before.
I come up with some good ones every now and again. So half of 26, 13.
Just shy of killing it outright. You blast it with your mental powers again, smoking on your pipe. That's what we're going to call it. But this time, the ghost is onto you. And so it does not disappear into the shadows. Elden.
I still got this dude behind me.
Yes, you do.
Oh, totally forgot to do this, too. Damn, I could have done that.
14.
That's a hit.
Cool. For 2 lightning. Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, that's kind of blows.
And Timothy. 27.
Damn.
Timmy's a badass.
I guess
Timothy's a badass.
Was
Bam!
Timothy made by Tony Stark by any chance?
It was. Timothy blasts apart another shadow.
Yeah,
and then
Timothy
whispers in your ear, don't
was
turn back into a mortal, bitch.
Timothy was formerly on the chest of Spider-Man.
Yes.
Call me a bitch again, and I'll pawn you.
Like being a vampire.
We are vampire.
Ovac, you're up.
Well, I'm going to continue smacking the one in front of me.
You need to hit it for one. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. So. Go, Mike, go.
Okay.
You can do it.
You know what? I'm taking my fucking 20.
There you go. That's a crit, man. Roll that crit.
There you go. There you go. Screw that guy.
I don't know how to add the crit stuff if I do that.
Just roll
It's
it
just
twice.
double.
Yeah, just
Okay. So 20 slashing?
yeah. Or you can roll the damage again. It's up to you. So
Yeah.
10 and then whatever. Roll double dice. Yeah. Look at that.
Okay. 24.
24. Bam! You kill that shadow. You let that shadow know. Screw Peter Pan.
You ain't getting this one back, fairy boy.
Dude, he's a kid.
We don't kink shame here, Greg. So
Wait, king shame for that.
He's a kid.
so you're not a
Okay,
lost boy, is that what you're saying? You and Kiefer Sutherland aren't hanging out?
Maggots,
Okay,
Michael. You're eating maggots.
just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna go ahead and take my action surge.
All right.
Yes.
And I am going to attempt to attack the other shot.
Right.
Kick his ass.
With a
Ovac.
7.
You
With a 7, that's right. Suck on that.
you create a giant wind, and it's not from the back end. So good job.
Oh.
No, maybe you created one for the back end too when you swung and missed that bad. So
I did, and I found the fart distracting, and I was like, "Oh, that was an awesome fart!" Oh, and I missed.
Eldon was excited for a moment because he thought you were also a vampire turning into gaseous mist, but you didn't. So,
No, it was the boar coming out of the back end.
yes. On that,
He has relieved himself of his inner demons.
Mm-hmm.
yes,
I think he's just relieved himself.
What was it? Was that Scary Movie 2 with James Wood? Out, foul demon. Oh man, Devlin, give me another death saving throw, please.
All right.
Damn it! How can I get to him if you keep sicking monsters on me?
That's another success.
Awesome. Did the ghost do anything?
Oh, that's right. There's a ghost turn. Give me a charisma saving throw, please.
Oh,
I'm fairly certain that the
Finally.
ghost successfully scared Mr. Chicken.
No,
finally.
classic. Love that movie.
You are aware. All right, this is just for Eldon. I don't feel like, or Devlin, I don't feel like typing it. Devlin, you feel the spirit trying to enter your body and possess it. And even unconscious, the force of your charisma is able to push it out of you. But it is trying to possess you.
Damn.
Death Dog.
On my best day, I wouldn't have that much charisma. I got negative
try to
numbers
possess the
sticking
bard. That's a good idea.
4 Death Dog attacks on Professor Thaddeus.
4. They've only got 2
Oh,
rounds.
shit.
Of course you critted.
Well, they're not attacking with advantage, so, but they did hit him
Oh.
twice.
Yeah.
For all right, it's doing this wrong. You're doing it wrong. Hold on, let me do this.
Whatever the least it was is what I saw.
Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll this. So the first one is 13, and the second one is 9, so 22 total damage.
Down.
All right, Professor Thaddeus is down.
Oh,
I also-
damn.
I also need a Constitution saving throw from you, please, Professor Thaddeus.
Why the hell do you need that? I'm down.
Because you could be cured, or you could be brought back up.
I would normally start grabbing people and running, but I'm kind of hung up on protecting Elden at this particular moment. So people dropping
so-
isn't going to change my mind.
Light.
I guess now's a good time to spend that 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you resist the disease. Devlin, you are diseased right now. So
Oh, wait a second. I'm down. I'm diseased?
yes. And until the disease is cured, so someone has to be able to find a way to cure you of the disease, you lose hit points permanently. And if you lose enough of your hit points, so you reach 0,
you have 0, you're dead.
you're dead. So
And you're at 0, so your
very
very
next
next turn, your character's
well, no, you lose your max hit points. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I guess it's worth it then. All right, I'll spend that 20.
all right. So right now, Devlin is diseased. We're gonna have to find a cure for him. So vampirism is a cure to a lot of diseases, I've heard.
I don't eat spoiled food.
Oh wait, I succeeded.
All right.
Yes, you did.
You know what? This would totally make me dare I say it, a night owl.
One shadow attacks Ovak. It misses. One shadow attacks Professor. Well, Professor Thaddeus is down.
Yeah.
Well, he missed anyway. He attacked you and missed. I don't know why he attacked you.
She's trying to kill you and shit.
Yeah.
He missed because even in this wretched state, he realizes I almost dispatched him previously, so he fears me.
Professor Thaddeus, go ahead and give me a death save, please.
Alrighty, here we go. Number 1, rolling the death saves.
I think it's hilarious that Professor Thaddeus thinks anyone is afraid of him.
That's
Yeah,
a failure.
I'm going to use inspiration.
All right.
Yes, that's better.
success.
14. That's a hit, right?
That
That's a
is.
success.
Yes.
All right. Elden.
Ovak, I think we need to bring them in here.
Okay. I will go get them.
I will attempt to firebolt this guy.
All right.
Well, this is a bad night for Jennifer to be here. Like,
Oh.
turn some undead, bitch.
That sucked. Timothy. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Wow.
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 I stepped out from behind Novak and was blinded by the light.
Oh my god.
Ovak, you're up.
Okay. I am going to run out here and grab Thaddeus and bring him back in the room.
Are you
You
trying
ran-
to
You
affect
ran right
my...
through the ghost. There's a ghost.
Well, that's what
between
I'm
you-
going to attempt to do. He can attack me or whatever, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
I'll
a
give
shadow.
Shadow. He gets an attack on you. He misses. Look at that.
All right. And where is...
Following
I don't know
Elden's example.
where is Devlin?
I'm out here. I'll show you.
Devil's way the hell out there.
He's
Right
he's
there.
Oh.
2 rooms over.
I don't have enough spaces to get to you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you just present yourself as a target, maybe he'll move away from me.
Damn. That's cold.
Shit.
That's all I got. I'm dying here, man. I didn't say, Devlin was a saint.
Oh man! So in this party so far, we have said I have to kill you to save you. And now, just present yourself as a target. Okay. All right.
I'm trying not to get possessed or killed. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Mike, this is definitely the no virtue team here.
All right, Coral runs back in. I don't know why she came back. She likes everybody but Thaddeus, so she decided to come back in and cast Guiding Bolt on the most wounded devil dog or death dog. Look at that, and she hits. Of course she does. How much damage does she do?
Let's see. I believe
46 radiant damage.
Yeah.
She doesn't cast it on the most wounded one. She casts it on the one that's the least wounded one. No, she'll cast it on the most wounded one. But she's going to kill it. Boom. Coral's a badass.
Yeah. Jennifer's characters usually are. They're pretty damn
that
good.
way.
Don't worry, Jen. I'll fuck it up and kill your character for you. It's fine.
I just
I
needed
know
a
it
little
sinks
long
in
enough
here
to cast
'cause
Lesser
Coral's
Restoration
shit.
on me.
The ghost. Give me another charisma save there, Devlin.
All right, let's hope. Come on. Come on, let's get it.
Hey, Jennifer, you might be saving the day.
Got it.
Not even here.
And you're fine.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We're getting
Give me another death saving throw.
All right, let's hope this is enough to get me back up. Yep.
Yep. You're back up with 1 hit point.
Awesome.
For all of the good that will do.
Yeah.
Oh, just give him the hope and then snatch it right away. Why don't you?
It's what I do.
It is what you do.
Death dog. Death dog. It wants some of Ovak.
You're the disease.
Ooh, he
Yeah.
hits him twice.
Twice.
Pulling where it's not gonna.
My
What's
AC
your
is
AC?
16.
Oh, he hits you once. For 13 damage, and I need a con saving throw, please.
Oh,
Oh,
Ah, man. You are poisoned and are also diseased, as well as taking 13 points of damage. So you have the poisoned effect until the disease is cured, and then you're also diseased just like Devlin, which means every 24 hours you lose 1d10 of your maximum hit points. So
jeez.
Wow. Well, all right. Shadows.
Isn't there somewhere on the sheet to mark the poison condition?
I think so. Gonna have one attack Elden. And he misses. And one attacks Ovak. And he misses too. That's good. Good, David. Professor Thaddeus.
I believe I need to make a death save.
Correct.
I'm not seeing it on the sheet.
Oop, that's one up, one down.
I don't know.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't know how to factor in the poison condition.
Poison
Okay.
just means,
You've got disadvantage.
yeah, you got disadvantage to hit.
That's
So,
it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It doesn't do a whole heck of a lot anymore. I mean, that's enough, but
It doesn't take hit points from me?
the disease does. But so you need to have the disease cured, but that's every 24 hours. You just lose 1d10 max hit points. So We'll deal with that. We need to get out of this fight first, which I'm not giving anything away at this point.
Yeah, you got disadvantage.
Unfortunately, you made me love Elden like a little teenage girl.
Yes, well,
I have no choices but to stand here and fight till I die.
I didn't make him do that. You do that. You did that all by yourself. So
Right, because teenage girls wouldn't do that.
Elden, you're up.
What is it in the room? 2 shadows and what's this?
A demon dog and Professor Thaddeus's bleeding body.
Oh, Thaddeus is in here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
Ovek
told me
directed
to
me.
go get them.
Oh,
I started getting them.
good man. Okay, is the devil dog actually alive?
Yes.
Like it's a living thing?
Yes.
Cool. Hold on.
I say that. Let me double check. Yes, it is a monstrosity. So it's a death dog.
$24 to bite it.
Nice. That is a
Nope.
hit.
It has been audible.
And that does 24 damage, 13 piercing, 11 necrotic.
Damn. You sink
Wow.
your fangs into the death dog, and it shrieks in pain. And Ovek watches you with love on his face as the blood sips down your.
I'm actually imagining Elden, this gnome, just coming out of nowhere, grabbing the death dog, rolling over and biting it.
Yes.
Meanwhile, there's like a half orc over there totally simping over you.
And now the death dog is shrieking, wanting to get away from you. So,
I mean, that was a pretty badass move. Come on. And then Timothy will blast it.
okay,
It was particularly cool because you're a half elf.
that's
Like,
a hit.
if you'd have been like
I'm
a
a
normal
gnome.
sized creature, a gnome. Sorry, it would have been different,
It's like whenever Selby got like a good shot off.
right?
It's still
Although-
up, but
Her famous intimidation rolls.
wounded badly. Ovek,
Okay, is Devlin still way over here?
Yes,
yes.
and not had a chance to move yet.
Well, I am now surrounded by shadows, so I don't think that I have the opportunity to continue going to get people.
Not really.
No.
Yeah, there's one thing you could do.
What are you hitting?
The shadow,
Okay, that's a hit.
right here.
One's a shadow and one's a dog. So that's why. I
Says,
said.
well, the marker says
14
shadow.
slashing.
All right.
They both
Well,
say
yeah.
shadow.
Okay. Sorry. So this is the dog. So if you hit this dog right here,
Yes, that's the one I hit.
you blast it apart with your sword, inspired
Oh,
by
yippee, oh, yippee, yay.
by the gnome and the bloody chin that he has. You slash it apart, vowing that you will never let your friend down again. So
I just imagine, like, he smashes it so hard, the only thing left is the head and neck that Elden
Yes.
was still hanging on to, sucking on.
in
The rest
fact,
of it was flying apart.
if you sing "I Will Always Love You" right now, you get a point of inspiration. So.
Do it, man. Do it.
No, I'm not doing a Whitney.
Come on. Come on. Whitney Houston that shit. Come on. Do
You
it.
don't have to do a Whitney Houston. You can just do a Dolly Parton.
Or Willie Nelson. So
No, I'm not doing
Will always love you. There, I split the difference between Willie and Whitney.
yes.
The Will Whitney.
The ghost is going to try and take you down again, Devlin, to try and possess you. So he hits
Wonderful.
you with a withering touch.
Oh. Yeah, I'm down.
What's your AC?
14. I'm down again. Somebody needs to get him off me.
I'll get right to it as soon as I'm alive again.
Are we talking about Ian McKellen again or the ghost? So, never mind. Bad joke.
George Takei pops out of the side like the old Mortal Kombat games, like, oh my.
Oh my. Oh.
Posty!
What will Coral do? Coral will come out here and use. I don't think she has a chance in hell, but we'll try it.
By the way, Elden, you might want to notice that I have about 10 hit points.
Damn.
That's 10 more than Thaddeus and I do.
She could cast Sanctuary on Devlin.
Yes, she could.
Or she could cast
Or there's that thing that
Turn Undead.
being, turn undead, or she can cast something on like to keep from being possessed.
In fact, she's going to cast Turn Undead. So it needs to make a wisdom saving throw against what? Her
her spell save DC.
My point, Steve, was that perhaps he might want to relinquish his charm on me so that I might be able to be more useful to the party.
That would be nice.
Ooh, look at that. It failed.
Not controlling your actions, Ovak. You just like him.
Coral slithers out the window and presents her holy symbol and says, "In the name of my goddess, thou shalt not fight or attack the living from beyond the grave. Begone, foul creature." And he goes, "Ah!" And then some guy in an orange cravat shows up and pulls a mask off of his face. And we knew it was you, Mr. Withers. And that's it.
Yeah.
No, that was
I'm
cool.
just looking for 4 guys to show up in a white ambulance.
Devlin, you need another death saving throw.
Yep. At least until Coral can bring me back.
Hey, on the plus side, you did die and come back, so I think you get those death saving throws back.
Yeah.
Get
Well,
start
I
back
passed
over.
it, so.
Yep. Death dogs are all dead. Shadow, there's 2 of them left. One's attacking Ovak. Where's Elden? Is Elden under Ovak?
Oh,
Where'd he
he
go?
was standing right there. He was behind Ovak.
All right, one's going to attack Elden, one's going to attack Ovak. So here's the one on Elden. I think that's a hit. Here's the one on Ovak. That's a miss.
Yeah, I don't think go back and take any more.
You take 13 necrotic damage. Wait a minute. You're undead.
Yeah. Isn't he immune to that?
You don't take any damage. Necrotic doesn't hurt undead, right?
Depends. 5e is a bit different.
See, I don't like the new rules. I like it when necrotic damage healed undead. So
I think
no. Vulnerable to radiant damage. I mean, this is what you sent me, but it's not. There is no official template, but I'm using the one you sent me.
damage resistance. You're resistant to necrotic damage. All right,
Yeah.
so half damage.
Yeah.
Right.
I
Okay.
think
That makes sense.
I think the rationale they were going with is undead things that aren't are only resistant to necrotic damage can still decay to a degree.
Mhm.
I think that's what they were thinking.
So, Greg, well, I am charmed. You may not be controlling my actions, but you are currently in control of my thoughts and emotions.
Yes. So Elden, you take 6 damage, and I need a and you take 1d4 strength damage. 2.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it.
And Ovak, the only thing Elden has said to you is we need to fight these things off and bring our friends in.
Right, but the DM kind of made things a little different. I can't very well leave you to die in here, if that is how I feel.
Elden would rather you didn't, if we're being honest.
Okay.
Think of it this way: if your love wanted you to run into a burning fire, even though your love was in danger, but it would impress them so much that you saved their sister, you might do that. So,
Only
Yeah,
if
we could
situation. So,
we could fight them off.
yes.
I mean,
We'll be fine.
if it guarantees a three-way later, yeah.
Yeah.
So
See,
the 150 of them.
150.
Ovak is definitely not hoping for a three-way with a death dog and
How much
Ada.
stamina do you think I have?
It's like thinking like little sister action would be pretty cool, especially if they're
Look, Ovak, we'll be fine. All of these horrid creatures that Devlin summoned won't kill us.
This truly is not the virtuous
Yeah.
here. Speaking of
Yeah,
this,
yeah. Let's blame the guy who inherited the corrupted wand.
this show is
Wait a
rated
minute, nobody, no
NC-17.
one,
I made you pick that shit up.
not
Yeah.
a si-
We just say it's a comedy of errors and leave it at that.
I just like inherited with his mage hand. He inherited it.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm sure he did. By the way,
Yours
I
is
don't know if
definitely not
anyone
gonna tell him.
told you, Jeff, but you guys leveled last time, so
Oh,
yeah.
good to know.
so those were the shadows. Professor Thaddeus, I need another death saving throw from you, please.
I would like to level up and regain consciousness.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Yay! That's 2 up, 1 down.
All right. Elden.
Elden, now that he has noticed how Ovak is looking, will shove a potion of healing into his hand and say, "Here." And then
When are you going to tell Ovak he needs some space, that he's getting awful clingy?
when my life isn't in danger.
It's not you, it's me.
So we have is the devil dog still up?
No, they're all down.
Just 2 shadows at this point.
Just 2 shadows.
And a ghost. The ghostess with the mostest.
Well, it's at least fleeing for the moment.
Yes, it is.
And that shadow is too close for me to firebolt effectively.
She came in like Peter Vincent, back spawn of Satan.
But I do have my artifice rapier, so 23
Dang.
Nice. That is a hit.
for 12 piercing.
You kill this shadow with your rapier.
I will step over here and have Timothy blast this one. Whoops, that's not. Okay.
Yeah, don't roll
I-
D4 to hit.
Also, don't forget that you regenerate 20 hit points every round. So
Haven't been hurt yet, but thanks.
yeah,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
hurt.
Yeah, well, sorry.
So you're probably full
You're right.
now.
Yeah, he's fine.
All right, that's a hit for Timothy.
10 force damage on this guy.
I'm gonna have a whole party of vampires after this. That would be interesting.
Oh,
It's the dead man's
Underworld
party.
thing. It could be the vampires versus the town of werewolves. You know, we'll do Underworld.
okay. Instead of the resters, we could be the restless vampires.
Yes.
It's the dead man's party.
Having-
Who could ask for
Having
more?
to fight the town of Lycan down below.
Boingo. Good call, Steve.
Yeah.
Instead of restless leg syndrome, you guys are restless dead syndrome. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Restless dead. I like it.
Ovak, you are up, sir, with a wounded shadow in front of you
And a potion of healing that you were just
and a
given.
potion of healing.
Isn't taking a potion of healing an action?
But you could use it as your move action or as your free action.
Okay, what type of potion
bonus,
of healing is it? What do I roll?
It's 2d4. Sorry,
Okay.
it's the best I have.
Better than nothing.
Two.
Ooh.
Let's see.
Okay.
There should be a plus on it as well.
Oh, sorry. 2 is 2d4
4
plus 2. So
Yeah.
it's a standard.
Okay.
So 4.
Okay. 4.
What is
All
with
right.
these rolls tonight?
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, and then
75% chance of getting anything other than a 1. 2 of those dice.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry, because that was Elden's experimental elixir potion, so it's actually 2d4 plus 5.
Ooh.
Oh.
So you
Okay.
get 7 points back.
7, yeah.
Much
Yeah,
better.
that's not bad.
And that is a hit on the shadow.
Ovak will be
God, I fucking hope so. 11 slashing.
Bam! You smack this shadow, sending it back to the shadow. You shall not pass. All right. Very good, Ovak.
You
The ghost.
gas.
The ghost runs away, directly away from Coral, and takes off
Can't say that you can't pass gas to an orc.
out into
That's
the
not
night,
right.
never to be seen again.
When Gandalf says that, he hands you a bottle of Beano.
Because it has to go for an entire minute that way, right? It doesn't get another saving throw. Let me look at Divine Intervention. I haven't used it in so long. Channel Divinity. It is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage.
So yeah.
So it's gone. It's just taken off.
All right. Good riddance.
You guys let a ghost loose on the veil now, too. Good job, Battle Mage. Good job.
What is
Yeah.
this wee stuff? Devlin let a ghost loose on the village.
Oh no, you're not taking away responsibility for this, Elden.
Good.
I didn't summon a ghost.
You got this wand
Okay.
corrupted, which allowed this to happen.
I
Coral,
didn't corrupt the wand. I corrupted the spirits of the veil.
hold on. We can have this
which
discussion.
amounts to the same thing in this case.
Let Coral cast her spell real quick, and then F off, and then you guys can fight.
Okay. Can she also cast Lesser Restoration, or Cure Disease or something?
I don't think she has Lesser Restoration. Does she? Yes, she
No.
does.
Does
Yeah.
she?
She doesn't have Cure Disease, though.
Yeah, but
I'm
maybe
sorry.
Lesser
She
Restoration
can't-
might take care of the poison at least.
All right.
It's gonna bring me back to life.
She casts Lesser Restoration twice, once on both the people who have got the disease, and then she'll cast Cure Healing Word on you.
Okay, that's fine.
So you get 1d4 plus 3
Yeah.
hit points.
Whatever
back.
her wisdom modifier is.
So you get. Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
4
gee,
hit points back.
come
How much?
on.
4.
What's that dice?
You know what? I'll take it.
And then Coral just sits here doing nothing in case she has to cast Revivify at some point. Otherwise, Coral is done. She's out.
Yeah.
She's over it.
All right, I
All
can.
Why
I can
don't
cast
we
Healing
come-
Word on myself, so that's fine. It's not going to be.
Why
a lot,
don't
but
we
it'll be
sit
something.
in the safety of this room, recover ourselves, make our
I have
plans,
another 5.
and wait for the sun to go down?
I suppose in the meantime, I'll make another death saving throw.
No, if combat's over, I'll go over to Thaddeus.
Okay.
Coral would have healed you. Shouldn't
You
hit
didn't-
that much.
You mentioned picking Steve back up, but not me. So I'm like, All right,
I
let's
forgot you were down.
Okay, yeah.
I'm role playing Coral, but I'm not role playing her that well. So, you know.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, so everybody is back on the positive side of the hit points.
All right,
Right.
I'm gonna go get some tea.
All right.
I'll be right back.
All right.
So check this out. I've been in the background just monitoring the final of the Copa America supposed tonight between Argentina and Colombia. I guess so many Colombians have tried to get into an event without tickets, and they hurt security and stuff now. And the game has been postponed by an hour and a half already, and the police have been called in and the riot squad.
Oh wow!
What insanity! Jesus,
Things are getting crazy.
Look at that. I rolled a 4, and I also rolled a 1.
Yeah. No. I think we're probably gonna have to take a long rest in this room. Not that I really want to with the vampire.
Or the resters.
Yeah, my map just went black again. Like or you moved our token someplace.
Yeah, we got moved into the room.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Maybe Mike didn't. I still see everything on his map.
I didn't move anyway.
I moved Steve by accident, so. Or was it by accident?
I was actually curious to see if Greg was going to take advantage of me while I was down. You know, like a date rapist or something.
Sure. Wow.
Well, you know, just sitting there leaking blood. Don't let it go to waste.
Actually, if you guys take a rest, then Coral could cast Lesser Restoration on Elden and Ovac too to give them their strength back. So.
That sounds like a plan.
All right.
Hey, Nem,
Yeah, vote.
I just sent you a birthday present.
What? I didn't hear you.
It's in the Twitter chat.
Oh, okay.
And your personal one.
Okay.
Aliens Expanded.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, very cool. I'm going to check this out later. I'll probably watch this on my phone tomorrow. Provided I don't get put into a jury box. So
it is a big old huge file. It's like 4 hours and 42 minutes. I think the file is like 14.5 gigs.
All right. Can I stream it?
I suppose you could probably watch it on that link I gave you.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Bound. Nice. Yeah, I think I could stream it through the link.
Great.
You know, I know that they're gonna. I just have this feeling for the first time in my life I'm gonna get put on a jury. It's one of those things. I feel it coming.
And the whole time you're just sitting there watching this documentary. What's your verdict? It's like James Cameron's a dick, but he makes a great movie. What? I mean, what the rest of you guys say? Yeah, whatever. Guilty.
I've said it before. I'll say it again. James Cameron may or may not be the world's biggest asshole, but
But he
he's
can make a
also an
movie.
incredible filmmaker. He may be a
Absolutely.
pain in the ass to work with, but it gets results. Period. Some of the most highest selling movies ever were made by James Cameron.
True.
In fact, he held the first and second spot for quite a while, I think. With Titanic and then again with Avatar.
He probably still would if like Disney hadn't kept re-releasing the Avengers movie to get them numbers way up. It's like put it out again. We need to beat Cameron.
You know what will really impress you about James Cameron? Look up some of the stuff he does in his personal time. Did you know that he took a one-man sub down to the bottom of the Marianas Trench?
Yes,
Even
I mean,
discovered a few new creatures while he was down there too.
you know, he's become such an expert at deep sea submersible diving that you remember like when that carbon fiber sub imploded. He was one of
Right.
the first people aware of it. You know, because like when they were describing, you know, like how they lost communication and things, and like somebody reported they heard a certain sound. When it was confirmed later, he was like, "Yeah, I knew. As soon as I heard that piece of advice, I was talking to other people in the sub community. It's like we've lost one of our own." That's how versed he is. Like he knows that stuff inside and out.
Yeah. I believe, if I'm remembering my history correctly, when he first got into that and first started doing some really serious diving stuff, that's what inspired making the movie The Abyss.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he was like he was getting all into that. Of course, The Abyss is about that. And then, oh, you know what? I love this so much. Let's do some Titanic stuff. And he goes down there and cruises the Titanic himself to like get that first-hand experience, man.
I was impressed with that. Like a lot of filmmakers, they'll like look up some stuff and write a script. James Cameron was fucking there.
Like that's like when Tom Cruise, they're doing Top Gun 2. And Tom Cruise learned how to fly, and he's like, "Nah, I want to put everybody in real jets, like where no sound stage, no blue screen, no green screen, like somebody's going to be in jets, and we're going to see them reacting to being in the jets, pulling some 3G turns."
Kicking it old school, yeah.
I that couldn't have been how that worked out. I mean, they might have been in actual jets, but they couldn't have been actually flying them.
No, but like they had 2-seater cockpits, kind of like on the F-14 Cat. So there's a pilot in there, but there's a camera shooting at the guy, so it looks like he is the pilot.
Oh, right. Yeah, I remember seeing a little thing about that in the making of a little bit. It was just all about a trick of the camera there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But they were actually in those jets pulling some maneuvers. Tom wanted to catch, as a pilot, Tom really wanted to like sell the realism of that, and he forced all the other actors to do that too.
Man, the G-force in some of those maneuvers they did, I can't believe I mean, there must have been many times they passed out on a take. That's just all there is to it.
I wonder if anybody puked, because there's a thing that happens too.
Oh yeah, I haven't heard of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like those pulling those G's. Like how it is. Like when you ride a really fast roller coaster and you get those stomach churning turns, because you're pulling gear 2 right there.
Yeah.
Totally.
All right.
You ready,
All
man?
right.
Yep, I'm ready when you guys are.
Let's do it.
I'm good.
So, do you guys want to take a rest in here?
I don't think we have a choice. We are all screwed.
I'm gonna try, but it's gonna be hard because I'm thinking about Elden.
Yeah, it's gonna be with half an eye open, and
mean,
my
you all-
silver dagger in my hand. But yeah,
You all really should rest. You're weary, you're bruised, you're bleeding.
Don't worry, I'll stay up all night and watch you.
The effect only lasts 24 hours, so.
I know.
Oh, that I was telling that to Mike. So.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead and tell me how you want to take rest. Coral's in there, is outside the room.
I will
watching.
take first watch.
Okay.
What's that old definition of a democracy? Two wolves and a sheep discussing what's for dinner.
Yes.
yeah, second.
I'd never heard that before, but that's funny.
Yeah,
It's one wolf and his sheep friend discussing with the other sheep what's for dinner. So.
Yeah.
At least for the next approximately 23 hours.
No, yeah, like I said, Nim, I got a black screen again. I think my token is off the map.
What? Why are you off the map? Where did you go?
Okay, let me just move. No, he's not under me.
All right, hold on for a second.
I got to be honest. I was told to keep this quiet now, but Roll20 has been smoking crack.
Yes. Well,
Oh,
It actually did have a message
That's an
up.
open secret.
It had a message up earlier that some of its servers were having issues, but supposedly they took care of it.
all right. So I will say, for the purposes of brevity here, that you are able to make it through the night unless a certain vampire wants to have a little midnight snack. I will leave that up to him. And that you awaken the next morning and that Professor Thaddeus can level up if you choose to do so at this time. And Coral casts all the relevant spells on everybody. And then at that point, Coral will decide to, I don't know, go somewhere for a sabbatical. So,
Probably needs to rest herself.
yes.
Her last name wouldn't be Deus Ex Machina, would it?
What's,
I'm not complaining.
Yeah, right now she is Pearl MacGuffin Deus Ex Machina plot device.
yes. So, Elden, unless you want to whisper sweet, evil somethings in my ear, we'll say that everybody woke up the next day. So.
Well, what if he wants to whisper sweet nothings in your ear and we'll say that?
Yeah, well, flattery will get him everywhere. So,
He's good.
all right.
He's just been sitting here watching everyone sleep.
So go ahead and heal everybody up.
Damn.
Do all that
What's
good
with you
stuff.
watching me sleep shit?
And then
As long as you didn't do it like Edward Cullen, that's all
Hey, I
I
was about to
ask.
say, like, what's up with that Edward Cullen?
and discuss amongst yourselves what your plan is from here. Also, you have not searched the room above yet either. So there is that.
I guess that's our next stop.
Well, there's still a big old undead meatball in the room. That's all I'm gonna say. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Did we search him?
Although it is nighttime now, you guys have made it through an entire day without going back to the village.
You
So
know
they're-
what I?
They presume
you know
we're
what I
dead.
was-
You've earned that achievement. So
So did you say it's nighttime now? So I can
It is.
leave the room?
yes,
All right.
achievement unlocked. You have not gone back to the village.
Did we investigate?
What were you saying,
So-
Mike?
I'm not used to this ability apparently.
Yeah.
I neglected to do this. I have savage attacks because I'm a half orc.
Oh.
That means that when I did that crit, I should have actually rolled an additional weapons damage dice on top of it.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
that
nice.
so if I get a crit, I roll it twice anyway. Plus I get to roll the damage dice again on top of that because I have savage attacks.
Yeah, it's easy to forget stuff like that. I forgot I had a reaction I used that could have saved me from taking a couple of hits.
Yeah. Yeah, there was something else I forgot. Yeah.
It happens, man. It happens.
Yep. Yep.
Ooh, I get an additional 3 psi points. I'm up to 17. And my max is still 3. Cool.
How thoroughly
Oh.
did we investigate this room?
Eh.
Okay.
The
Then I
loss
guess
of
that's
the strength.
All right.
I mean, it would not be a waste of our time to do it again, if that's what you're asking.
That's what I'm asking, yes. Because
The loss of the
I
strength.
didn't remember if you rolled it or not. What does the 21 get me?
The loss. Oh my fucking god.
Yes. It gets you.
I believe Nim said that
Far.
she can cast lesser restoration on you to restore your
Right.
strength.
Yeah.
Right. I was just asking if they were temporary.
You were able to find a
No.
not so well hidden
Oh, okay.
hidden door inside the desk, or on the inside of the desk where your feet would go. There's a secret door there that is currently
Ooh, secret doors. Okay, I'll check it. Let me check it for traps first of all.
and that is all you have found.
All right.
Okay, Mike, you according to this, the strength drain disappears after a creature finishes a short or long rest.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So even without the, so she wouldn't have to have spent
does-
that spell
yeah.
restoration.
Yeah,
Yes.
the
The rest-
restoration was to rid you of disease.
Right.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So you don't have
Yeah, the poison's not a big deal. The
Okay.
disease is a problem.
The disease could kill
Alright.
you. So
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
you don't
for
find
traps.
any traps on the secret door.
Okay. So then I guess is the door locked?
It is not locked.
All right. Let's open the door.
You depress it, and it slides open on a cleverly concealed spring hinge and opens up. And inside, you can see that there are a number of research materials left. There are 6 beakers, an oil burner, and a stand for the oil burner, all inside of this small compartment.
Well, I
I
don't
think
understand.
Thaddeus would have an orgasm if he went in there.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
I don't
I'm an
understand
alchemist.
Make it feel up
Yeah.
like
Let Thaddeus and Elden check it out. I just unlocked the
This is-
doors.
This is definitely research equipment for alchemy. So
Okay.
if you wanted to sell it, all of this stuff would be worth about 26 gold pieces. So
Cool.
Were they can I tell if they were doing anything interesting?
no, because everything has been well cleaned before being put away. There's no notes here or anything. You don't know where his notebooks or research and everything are. There's just this research equipment that he had that was inside the desk. So
All right.
Bummer.
Sure. Let's take it and go.
what's this?
that's just me rolling for hit points.
Oh, okay. Na 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 na. Elden's World.
All right.
And do I have any con bonus?
Yeah.
Con bonus 1.
All right.
Can I pull down some of these drapes and put them into the bag of holding?
All right.
They seem
Okay.
thick and light blocking.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Was there anything like left outside from like the creatures we killed, like maybe the animated armors?
No.
Okay.
I mean, the armor is outside. Yes, it is a normal suit of armor now, although it has been banged and ripped and blasted and everything else. It's still
Wasn't
functional.
the dead priest still in it though?
Yes. Yes, they were.
Yeah, they never engaged in the battle.
That was last week.
But he said it was. I could have sworn he said it was walking up there. I must have mistaken that for the
Okay.
ghost.
Yeah, I need to get better armor.
You can go and look at the armor. It is a set of half plate
Okay.
that was animated. It has the simple symbol of Tyr on it.
Interesting.
I heard from a barbarian friend of mine that just simply growing a nice thick layer of hair works pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like I would be able to wear that. Okay, I can grab that. All right. 18. Okay. I'm getting tired of getting ripped to shreds.
You're getting tired of getting tired.
Yep.
Hmm.
All right, so stacks modifier.
There's a thing called coffee. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Actually, that improved my IEC by quite a bit, so that does help.
Nice. How much did it go up?
Yeah, 18.
What was
So
it
it went up by
before?
4. 14.
Went up by 4. Nice. Very nice.
Yeah. It's medium armor. I was wearing light because I was a bard, and I just never found any decent medium armor.
I'm still working on that barbarian I'm gonna make.
Yep.
So you're making like a scald?
Yeah. Well, are you talking about Mike?
Yeah.
Okay.
The idea is I want basically like a musician, a metalhead that goes around from town to town playing shows, but he secretly is a monster hunter,
Yeah.
and he uses. I'm trying to make a list of songs to use for each time I cast a spell and that kind of thing. Little Stranger Things going on there.
I just keep saying Keanu Reeves now.
I like that. I like that idea.
Reeves, yeah. I don't know. I'm not really thinking Bill and Ted.
Yeah. No, I was thinking like Cyberpunk because he actually does kind of play like a singer. He's a singer / anarchist.
Wake up, samurai. Got a city to burn.
Yep, that guy. Total badass in that game.
All right. So what do
I
you
love
guys
that game.
to do next?
So the only place we hadn't checked is the floor upstairs.
No, you have the room north of this room. So.
Oh, okay, we can check that then. Let me go and check that room for traps once I come back in.
I'm okay stepping out here right now.
Yeah, you're fine. It's nighttime.
Okay, it's here. Yeah. Okay. So where's the door?
You should be able to see it up there.
This door?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we never went in there because we got attacked in this room.
Did I check it for traps already? I don't remember.
The door's open. So.
Oh, it was doors. So there is. Okay.
The haunted armor came out of this room, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There.
Okay. Cool. All right. There. All right. Then I guess we can go in.
And Ovac and Thaddeus, they're up north of you if you want to move. So.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Let me read what's in here.
This way.
All right, and then let me roll you some investigation while you do that.
Out the door and northwest there, Thaddeus.
I'll do the same.
Yeah, out the door
Give
northwest.
a search.
And
I think did they go down the stairs?
No,
No,
we're up here.
Yeah, we're
the room north of the one that you were in.
this one right here.
Okay.
All
right.
That
I was
Elden's
wrong.
back.
This room is covered in thick carpet, and where it is not covered in carpet, there is marble floor that has been meticulously cleaned, even through all of this time. As you open the door, it opened on silently greased hinges. Whoever lived in here lived a meticulous lifestyle, everything arranged just so and placed in its proper places. However,
Was she obsessed with silent curtains?
yes, as you walk in, Elden, I need for you to give me a wisdom save, please.
Oh, apple.
16.
You feel physical pain from a golden symbol resting on the table in the room as it radiates an aura, an energy, which terrifies you. You want to run for the room and are managed to control yourself, and it doesn't hurt you, but just looking at it almost blinds you.
Okay.
Hey,
Does
there's
it look
something
like
on
a-
that table over there.
Okay. Does it look like a holy symbol?
You go over and look at it. It is a symbol of Mistra
Ah.
carved as an idol, and it looks just like a golden idol to you. Nothing
Okay.
more. You're not
Alright.
sure why Elden's freaking out.
Does Elden have a
It,
can
yeah.
do this with?
Yes, he goes.
Yeah. I'm guessing it's the holiness of it. I will reach out and check take the idol.
All right. As you reach to pick it up, Elden, I need another wisdom save. Ooh, this time you leave the room, Elden, as a silver holy symbol that was concealed inside the golden idol drips out, and now the actual radiant energy overwhelms you and forces you from the room.
I'll be out here, you clumsy son of a bitch.
I was trying to put the thing away so you could help me look around. All right. Yeah. So,
Elden,
I'll
I
try
have
to-
two words for you: soul gem.
okay.
Oh, Vac,
All
I
right.
thought we were friends. It hasn't been 24 hours yet.
Okay. I'll try to wrap it up and put it away somewhere where
It was
can't
out of
hurt.
love. I was pointing that out.
Little tough love.
Yeah.
All right. So you put the idol away, you put the holy symbol away. All total, those two things would be worth about 270 gold.
Okay.
You investigate the room, all of you, except for Elden. You also find a collection of religious texts, an oil lantern with a flint and steel next to it. And you also find her journal, which, if you take the time to go through it, details her investigations and also details her correspondence with a mercenary group that she hired that actually tracks Sife back to the island where she established her cult of Umberly out in the ocean.
Okay. I guess
In the
is there
ocean.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Guess they're. Elton just leans in and says, "Guess they're gone. We'll never catch them."
to the ocean beyond.
Well,
Too bad they got away.
Yes.
yeah.
So-
you don't want to meet Jackie DeAntonia?
According to
She'd
according
like you now.
according to these instructions, the Shrine of Umberly that she set up is to the east, a great distance over the water, and is actually to the south of Haurua.
South of Halro.
But still in the Great Sea.
That would be close to Thay, wouldn't it?
It would be close to Thay.
How appropriate.
Don't know much, but I know that they isn't good. I've heard that much.
Yeah.
Like I said, too bad they got away.
So you scan the rest of the room. This room, although it has been sealed off these great 6 weeks, it still has its air of sanctity about it. And although there was the animated armor in here and the zombies, it appeared that they never really tainted this room, almost as if the sanctity of the armor and the person who was inside of it still remained over all that time, which is causing Elden no small signs of distress.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else in the room that we haven't checked?
Nope.
Thinking. Okay.
And as you look around the room, you realize there's no place else that you know of to go and search in Silverlight Manor. You may have actually cleared the manor.
Okay. Looks. Was there? Yeah. Okay. So this was the last room then. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Outside are the battlements overlooking the Vale, the grounds of Silverlight Manor, and the town of Silverlight itself.
Is the crazy storm still going on?
The crazy storm still is going on. The fog has come in very thick now that it's nighttime. The black and red streaks still going through it and echoing. And all of you think that you faintly hear the shriek of screams from the Vale of Silverlight and the town of Silverlight below.
And clearly, something is still amiss. Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess I'm still feeling the compulsion to go do something about it.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Wasn't sure if dying and coming back would have made a difference. Okay. All right.
You didn't die. You were just unconscious.
Okay.
Nam sent you a whisper.
Okay.
All right. Well, I
As
do
you
kind
were
of want to get
watching-
a. Yeah, I was going to take a look at the holy symbol once we got some distance from Elden.
You see a number of bats emerge from the trees around the grounds of Silverlight Manor and begin to circle overhead before whipping down and circling back and forth around Elden and then going back up into the sky.
Yeah.
Tell me that isn't cool.
Do do
Pretty
do.
Yeah.
Do 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 do.
All right. I guess if this is all there is, I guess we're going to have to make our way back.
Raggy?
I mean, we fulfilled the contract, right?
Right?
Yeah.
We cleared out the evil things in the manor and discovered the terrible secret that he's probably gonna not want us to tell on.
Yeah. It's just too bad about all those orcs that took all the stuff. You know.
Yeah. Hey, wait a minute.
And too bad
Those
about the whole
orcs.
town
Make
of-
sure we specify those orcs.
Yes,
Yeah.
those orcs.
The other orcs.
Actually, Thay is to the north and east of where you are now, so no, it's not near Howell. So
Okay. All right. Yeah. It's just I know that they're like rival nations.
it's across the shining sea from Kalimshan,
Uh-huh.
and next to this nation of Serpentis, which
Mhm.
there's a place to go. It's near Cholt. That's fun. Anyway,
Welcome
Two.
to the jungle.
yes.
Welcome to the jungle, baby. You're gonna die. Yeah. All right. Now let's get out of here before we die.
Well, if Nim ain't going to give you points, I'm going to give you points for the awesome Johnson movie.
Yes, you get Mike Nunnally points.
DNR, man.
That's right.
All right, so what do you guys want to do? So it is nighttime currently. The hills are alive with the sound of screaming.
Yeah.
Is it a full moon?
Yes. No, it is not a full moon. You still have
Okay.
several weeks before that.
Okay.
You have investigated this place as much as you can, and for all intents and purposes, you think that you have accomplished your mission. One of your number is a vampire, so there's that. You got that going.
Yeah. And we can only travel with him at night. So I mean, if we're gonna make our way to the town, then now would be the time to do it.
Correct.
Another of your members is a half-orc lycanthrope.
This is true, too. No, you passed that. You did get infected.
Oh,
You
yeah.
did-
That's okay. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, your ridiculous constitution managed to overcome the lycanthropy.
So, what would you all like to do?
All right.
I have.
Eat. I would like to eat.
Okay.
I like how you think. Vac.
Yeah. Well, the problem is that you like to eat. You like to eat living people. So
What were you going to say, Jeff?
I have certain misgivings.
okay. Like what?
About the town of
Well-
Lycans?
Well, about the fact that the magical maelstrom is still raging outside when we have apparently cleared this place of all monsters save the one that is a member of our own party. So why is this still the case?
Don't talk about yourself that way, Thaddeus. We still like you.
I'm trying not to be a braggart, but I am who I am.
Okay.
Then you're not trying not to be those two sentences don't correlate.
All right.
Never
Well-
contradict in front of the children.
Look, you know, both problems are in the same direction. So we can discuss it on the way.
And who
I
are you
just feel
calling the
like-
children?
he finally got that. You know, that's Thaddeus's backhand way of recognizing Elden's intelligence. Well, I don't suspect the storm is a byproduct of something that's going on in town. It's clearly something that occurred while we were in here. Specifically, seems tied to that wand.
I was under the impression when we first got hired that
No.
that we went in there and it was something in the manor that was causing this storm to happen, and we've been all through the house.
It's the Netherese magic, the necromancy that imbued the soul gems.
Correct.
Yeah.
So then,
you broke one of the soul gems, and that's kind of what got the whole thing started.
Well, to be fair, the place was kind of a magical maelstrom even before that.
Well, yeah,
Yes, I did break one of the soul gems, and yes, that did make it worse.
it did. Yeah, the storm was there when we first started going into the thing. The fog
Yeah.
and everything, all that was there when we first started
Yeah,
going in.
But breaking the soul gem did make it worse,
It did.
visibly.
and that is the thing. Are we responsible for something that we have participated in?
No.
Either way, I'm feeling like we're not going to find anything more here. I mean, we're going to have to investigate over there and see what's going on there.
We were paid to investigate and to clear out whatever was making the manor dangerous.
Yeah.
We've done
Which
that.
we did.
As far as the
So-
source of the necromantic Netherese magic, I mean, the ultimate source would be Netheril, but I don't think there's much we can do with it.
No.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
this-
still have an unbroken soul gem, but I think I'll keep that.
Yeah, maybe it might still come in handy. I don't know.
All right, but Thanos is going to come looking for that thing.
Thanos can kiss my undead luminescent gray axe.
Yeah.
Warlock loving bitch. So, shall we go to town and investigate the townspeople?
Yeah,
Um,
that seems like the right thing to do.
I got an idea. What if you guys go investigate and I'll eat?
The
That
fields
works
in
too.
town are back.
All right.
Right. I mean, if you guys want to eat first, I'd be down with investigating after that. But
Yeah.
we have to eat now.
You know what? I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where are you going to go?
I guess I will go to the local restaurant.
Back to the inn.
Yep.
That's all we can do. At least
Vivek,
get some
I mean,
information.
Elden will pull his hood up over his head.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do that.
So all of you going to the inn?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you going to meet with someone there? Are you just going to eat, or what are you doing?
It is time to chow down. We can discuss business after we eat. Eating is important thing. Is most important meal of the day.
Something very interesting happens when you get to the Hall of the Sea Tavern.
I like
Oh,
how
yeah.
it's the meal of the day.
All of you walk in just fine. Elden, you can't put your foot across the threshold.
I guess you weren't invited, Elden.
Oh.
That was rude of them.
It would
I'll be
appear
out there.
this tavern also serves as a residence.
Ah. And there are no silly boys to invite you in.
You cannot enter a residence or an establishment without being invited in.
It's an inn that doesn't invite the public to enter.
That's an interesting loophole.
I mean, someone's house, obviously. But if I can't walk in, I can't walk in.
Maybe one of your companions can invite you in.
You're Christopher Walkout.
Ovak, won't you ask me to join you for dinner? Please.
Well, that's a loaded question.
I just out of character, I don't think that. I think the person who owns the house has to invite you in. But,
Elden is winging it here, so he's just trying things to see if they work.
Sure. Come on in, man. Have fun.
Try again.
You were able to cross the threshold.
Thank you.
That is not how I thought that would work out.
That is not how I thought it was going to work out either.
I'm going
Unless I am now a partial owner of the inn, as I gave them the nice meat.
Great vampire books I've read where it's just anybody in the place has to invite them in which case, when some idiot invites somebody in, you bitch slap them because they're like, you never invite anybody in. So.
Yeah, I think that definitely varies by story or canon, but I think for something, especially like a public place, I think it would be a little more flexible.
But once again, it is shown that you've changed.
So,
you are subject to a bunch of new rules.
By this declaration of how vampires work, if I don't like somebody, I can simply go over to their house and invite a vampire in and meet.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, Thaddeus walks over to Elden. I rebuke your invitation. Was he forced out of the tavern?
I don't believe it works that way, so no.
Didn't True Blood? Just checking.
Yeah.
True Blood versus Vampire Slayer.
I
thought
just keep him away from the chapel. That's it.
True Blood vampires are a little weird, if you ask me.
They are.
No, we're going to make him he's eventually going to morph into one of the vampires from Priest. So,
yeah.
He's going to have a whole hive and everything.
Yeah, that's a weird particular set of vampire mythology.
All right. So yeah, I guess we'll order a room and Ovak can eat.
Oops, I meant to whisper that. Oh well. There you go. There's your answer.
Yeah.
Elden says, I will rejoin you after you dine. The smell of cooked meat doesn't really appetizing at present.
Yeah. I don't drink wine.
As you enter into the tavern, you walk through the storm and you notice that although you heard screaming, you don't see people screaming down here in the Vale. It's screaming coming from the clouds and from the black and red lightning strikes that are hitting the town. Most of the people are in their homes, and the crowd inside the Hall of the Sea Tavern is very thin, with a few people here looking like they might be undead themselves. They are so gray and frightened that they look like their skin has shrunk onto their bones.
Bang up job. We did.
So this storm has gone from just being around the manor to covering the entire city?
It's over the entire Vale.
Which was rather the point I was making while we were still in the manor.
Yeah, but we need to get more information. I'm not sure what else we could have done in the manor that would have made a difference.
And what here in town is going to make a difference?
I think we've already learned what it's doing to the residents here. I'm just hoping we can find like something we can exploit, looking at it more closely.
You can give me an investigation check on that.
Okay.
It all starts and ends at the manor. Well, unless we take Umberly into account once again.
We'll see. Well, I'm not going to find out like that. I'll have to check again.
Devlin, actually, that's an interesting thing. Do you feel like the manor's in danger? Because I think you might know. I mean, I don't know. You accepted the wand.
What sense am I getting from the wand? That's a good question.
You get the sense that the entire valley is in intense danger.
Yeah, the whole valley. It's the whole valley. I mean,
This looks like a job
I
for
guess-
Super Devlin.
Yeah. You got the wrong tiefling for that.
Team no virtue.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking like I'm getting the impression like if it's the whole area in danger, I'm not sure any one place is safer than any other place. Is the way I'm looking at it.
Go ahead and give me another investigation check, or Professor Thaddeus, give me an investigation check, please.
I'll go ahead and try again. That was just not a good roll for me. That was even worse roll. Go ahead and try, Thaddeus. Or if you want to get Elden to help, that would also be good. Oh, great.
I'm going to whisper some information to Thaddeus here.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a moment. Come on, stupid thing.
Is there anybody in the bar who's particularly interesting?
Yes, there is.
Me, obviously.
Or particularly interested. in the four of us walking in, I mean.
Give me 1 second.
Sure thing.
Oh, yeah.
Try not to send this one publicly.
Why did I just hear Mr. Ed?
That was kind of weird, wasn't it? Like, neat little background.
I say thee nay.
On the
Oh, Thor!
in this area, you do see that several of the sailors that you recognize, in fact, people that toasted you before with the wonderful boar that you brought back for them to eat, all looking at you. They all seem to have a sunken look to their eyes, but their eyes never leave you, and they have a feral look about them, almost as if they want to bite or attack you, though you're not sure why.
Just like a perfume kind of thing?
Yes. In addition,
Oh, damn.
you see the former housemaid who is engaged to be married to the current lord of Silverlight. She is here and is sitting with her head down at the bar, neither looking to the right or left, just sitting there looking at the bar itself.
I kind of want to get a closer look at her.
I'm going to make
Machine movie
telepathic.
perfume them.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
What were you going to say, Jeff?
I'm going to make telepathic contact with her.
I'll let you do that.
She's
Okay.
going to hear a voice inside her head. What troubles? But I'm not looking at her. Like I've kind of like side-eyed her, so I don't want to let her know it's me per se. And like, she might just pick up on the accent. I don't know. I can't remember if we've actually spoken before.
Do you want me to tell you everyone what you hear, or do you want me to just tell you?
Yeah, you can just tell me. I'll share it if it's pertinent. You can just speak it out loud. You don't have to type it.
Oh, I was already typing it. You hear that over and over again.
Well, isn't that interesting?
Hmm?
I'm going to telepathically connect with the others and explain what the young lady's thinking.
Elden, I'm going to assume that you could be back by this point because if nobody's watching you, you could move pretty damn fast.
Yep.
So go ahead, Jeff. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, I'm just going to share telepathically with the others what the young lady's thinking.
Okay. What's she thinking?
I can't lose him. I can't lose him. I'll have him, even if I have to have the heart out of his chest.
Hmm. Interesting.
I seem to recall, before coming up here, doing some study of the region, seeing some of the maps of the area.
Mm-hmm.
Some of those maps, there's an area north of Silverlight marked as the Vale's Heart.
Okay.
It just seems interesting. Her thoughts kind of brought that memory back to me.
Hmm. Does it seem possible it might be connected to what we're seeing now?
Well, if the heart of the matter is not Silverlight itself, perhaps it has to do with the heart of the Vale.
That seems possible. Am I getting a sense from the wand that it might be that's leading me in that direction?
Go ahead and give me a wisdom check.
All right.
That maid was Jess, right?
Which
No,
one?
the one that's at the bar.
Yes. It is
Not with
Jess.
that wisdom. Not with that roll. God damn.
We met her. Elden will walk over to her and put his hand lightly on her arm and say, "Lady Jess, how fare you?"
She starts and looks up, and the change in her appearance is shocking. You are undead, and you look 100 times better than she does. Her face is sunken, her eyes bulged out and bloodshot. Her teeth and gums are bleeding. Her lip is bit through because she's been sitting here worrying so much that she has actually bit through her entire lip, so that part of her lip is barely hanging on. Her cheeks are sunken because she hasn't eaten. It looks like she is cursed, if not worse.
Well, I hear the boar here is really good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sent you a whisper also, Nim. Elden will just ask her, what ails you, lady?
She kind of stops, and her eyes kind of lose focus for a minute, and she looks at you and goes, I'm going to lose him. I'm going to lose him. But I
Why?
won't let that happen. I just know. I know. He sits constantly looking at the books. He doesn't care about me anymore.
How do you, with respect, lady, how have you been spending the last few days?
Worrying, thinking, knowing how I can keep him forever.
Is he still in your home?
Yes. My parents are there as well. They're going to make me lose him. Maybe they're the problem. Maybe I need to get rid of them.
Yeah, definitely sounds like a curse.
Well, that's all right then.
Are you related to Lizzie Borden by any chance?
Yes.
Sounding positively Lovecraftian to me. Mad
Making some wax.
Is anyone behind the bar paying any attention to this conversation?
The two fishermen that were at the bar have now they've watched all of you the entire time, and when you went over there, they are watching you as well.
Sometimes I feel like somebody's watching me. Since we're bringing back Michael Jackson's greatest hits.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Elden, you asked for food, and the barkeep brought you food, and then brought you more food, and then brought you more food. Or not Elden, Ovek, and then brought you drink, and then more food, and more food, and more food. And then he brought you a cooked hand. A leg.
Wait, did you say a cooked hand?
Yes.
Not ham. Hand.
Hand.
If it's cooked and seasoned properly, Ovak will eat it.
Well, the rest of you notice that as he ran out of food to bring out, you see him serve Elden a hand and go, I'm sorry, sir. I'm almost out of food. I'll see what else I can cook up.
Did this come out of a giant pot of green soup at Thulsa Palace?
You're not sure. It came from the back.
It's Soylent Green.
What in the nine hells?
Yeah.
Okay, does the guy serving the hand seem just weird, or like
he is manic?
Addict seeking his next high weird?
Weird. Yeah.
He has the same look on his face, the sunken eyes, and the stringy, greasy hair and unkempt appearance as everybody else. And he is running about like the inn is filled to capacity when you are really the only people in here that are customers at all.
Yeah. I think everybody, we unleashed some kind of a curse on the town. Maybe on the entire Vale.
Thank you for
How did
saying
we wait. How did we unleash a curse?
I was about to say, what do you mean we?
Well, I mean, it's the release of the soul gem.
That wasn't the first soul gem that wasn't the first soul gem that's been broken.
Devlin, give me a perception check, please.
All right, straight perception.
I'm not saying it's not related. I just don't think we are responsible for it.
All right.
I don't
the one that made them all lycanthropes.
Devlin, you don't notice, but one of the fishermen gets up and sneaks behind you and cuts off a huge lock of your hair and begins eating it.
Yeah, we're getting the hell out of here before I kill this guy.
All right, I can take this arm to go.
Yeah.
The fisherman goes back, and the two fishermen are fighting over your locks of hair. The two of them whispering, I want to leave. I want to be an adventurer. I want to leave. I want to be an adventurer.
Yeah.
I think you should follow your dream.
I wanna be a drill instructor. I wanna cut off Devlin's hair.
Yeah.
Hey,
Wanna be
Thaddeus,
an
are we
apple.
still all psychically connected?
Yes, we are.
Okay, Elden will ask, why is everyone watching me like I'm going to pounce on your necks, but you just passed by Ovak eating a human arm? Actually eating a human arm.
It was cooked. It was cooked.
Yeah.
That wasn't the question.
And
Why
that
is there a double standard here?
Orcs, goblins, kobolds, thrycreen all eat other humanoids from time to time.
I'm for going to try the Heart of the Veil and see what's there.
it's order number 12 on the menu. So
But they are still not undead.
Mm.
Well, I mean, we can't all be perfect.
But in your case, it will be a matter of compulsion.
Yeah.
Every creature consumes. You said it yourself.
Every creature consumes, true enough, but compulsion.
Way too much consuming going on out there.
Is it really so different to consume blood versus flesh?
No,
Or
not
are you just being prejudiced?
not
as
at
you're
all.
all speaking in your minds, Jess manages chewing through one part of her lip, and you see part of her lip fall to the ground or fall onto the bar.
All right.
Okay. What the hell? Okay, wherever we got to go to stop this is just getting too weird.
Yeah. And plus, who knows? I mean, they may start attacking us for whatever weird reason soon.
Happy birthday to me.
I really don't want to kill these people.
I'm actually ambivalent on that count, but
Yeah.
I'm thinking
No.
at this point it might be necessary to eradicate the entire town.
I'm not willing to
I
entertain
think
that,
that
unless there's no
These
other
guys
way.
are going through all of this, and they're still willing to feed me. I'm on their side.
Since you haven't left yet, you get a succulently cooked breast, Ovek. It is amazing.
Nice.
The fat from the breast runs down the meat, and it's presented incredibly well. The presentation on the chef presentation, chef's kiss. So
Elden,
If the
Elden
food
will
is
say
good, don't
telepathically.
trust it.
Now that's actually interesting, though. Everyone else in here is consuming everything they can get their hands on. But the innkeeper is serving Ovak to the point of running himself dead. So
I
it's
feel like
not.
I'm in that Twilight Zone where that guy just kept eating and
Yeah.
eating, and then eventually they gave him that
Yeah.
fortune cookie that said, "You're dead."
I think they.
everybody,
I think. However, this curse works, it affects the desires by the individual and just makes it manic into an extreme.
ding, 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 ding. Point of inspiration for Steve there. So
Thank you.
I mean, obviously, it makes sense. Jess is at the bar freaking out over the man she loves. He's at her house freaking out over the running of the manor. The innkeeper's running himself into the ground, feeding Ovak.
And those two sailors over there continue to stare at us or through us even.
He wanted
Well,
to be an adventurer.
I'm going to guess by the hair thing that one of them has a crush on Devlin.
We're adventurers. He wants to be an adventurer, so yeah.
That
This is
doesn't
his
explain
idea.
his eating your hair, dude. This is a little more.
It's a weird form of fanboyism. What can I tell you?
I have eaten many things in my travels, but hair is not one of them. I mean, I'm trying to imagine even
All right.
swallowing it.
I think to that I just have to go into some Tenacious D.
Well, then, if you've never eaten any hair, you've never spooned behind your wife in the middle of the night. Then that's all I'm gonna say.
fair.
Ovak hasn't.
Okay.
Yeah. Imagine being married to Rapunzel.
Oh, good lord.
interesting though, that kind of curse on the town, but not on us.
Yeah. Well,
We don't live here.
But we've been here. I mean,
Yeah.
most curses aren't so intelligent as to pick out residents versus visitors.
well, we were at the center of it. I mean, who knows?
Some curses lie in families. Some curses lie in places and are indiscriminate. Some lie not just with the place, but the place's people.
Yeah. And the cloud is enveloping the veil itself. It could be the veil that is its interest.
But I mean, what do we have no clue as to what to do about this. We went through
That's
the
why I'm
whole
saying,
manor.
why don't we go to the heart of the veil, see if there's something there.
I thought the
And,
manor was the heart of the veil.
Is it?
No, according to the map, as my recollections are usually pretty sharp, there's an area north of Silverlight that is called the Heart of the Vale.
Yeah, the manor is north of Silverlight.
Silverlight is the manor.
No, Silverlight is the town.
There's the town of Silverlight. Let's see, this is where we're having a problem with nomenclature. There's the city of New York. There's the state of New York. And then there's the heart of New York, which is somewhere up by Albany. So, you know.
Well, that's like the city of London is about 11 miles outside of London.
Yeah. So there is the town of Silverlight. There is Silverlight Manor. And then there is Silverlight Vale, which is the whole valley. And there's the heart of the vale, which is in the valley, which is north of Silverlight Manor and Silverlight.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
That's the only lead we have. So I'm willing to try it.
Damn people and their lazy naming convention.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
All right. So as much as I want to continue this, you guys have officially finished the module. So this was a little hook that I put in to get us between this module and the next. It's not going to take a super long time. I don't own the next module yet. So that's why I can't take you on the next module yet. Plus, having you guys go to the heart of the veil, I really would like your cleric to be there so that I don't TPK all of you. So,
That'd be great. Okay.
I could TPK all of you if that's what you really want, if you're into that sort of thing. So I don't kink shame. So I think at this point, we could probably call it or bullshit or whatever it is you want to do. But I will give you because you have officially finished Silverlight Manor. It's just you got to finish this hook and then move on to the next stuff that I wrote and close this out with the Lord after you finish the next stuff. So,
all right,
sure. I mean, we've been at it over 3 hours, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.